Hello, everybody. Welcome to Off Topic, number 106. Guys, can you count that?
106. I don't even think that's a real number.
I don't think that is. I think they just made that up for this podcast. Yeah. I'm your host, Trevor Collins, and with me,
Alfredo Diaz.
Andy Blanchard.
Matt Bragg.
Hello.
My mind trick. That was my mind trick.
I almost thought you were going to halfway do like the whole, hi, I'm Andy, welcome to Disney.
Before we get into it, I want to thank our sponsors really quickly. Thank you to our sponsors, Capterra, Blue Apron, and Movement Watches. We'll be talking about them a little bit more later on. But guys, how are you doing on this fine, chilly-ass Austin day?
I don't know how I made it out of that blizzard jet last night.
The blizzard of 17, man.
Dude,
I'll always remember.
Dusting.
Well, you remember where you were when the snow hit and gathered about a quarter inch.
Taking as many pictures as I can, like I've never seen snow before. That's what everybody was doing.
You were some of the bad snow.
I know, but I still did it.
taking a lot of photos. I was like, all right, cool. But I saw Matt. I'm so sorry, Matt. But I saw you tweet two of pretty much the exact same sky photo back to back in one slide. I was like, Matt.
That is the thing I like about Matt Bragg's Instagram, or like not Instagram, but social media in general is like, he'll take a collection of pictures, but it's more like just frames of a video. He just like, it's just, I didn't want to pick, so here they're all.
Here's
here.
the
You pick your favorite.
Yeah.
You just hold the button down and do like the spray of photos.
I used to do
burst.
that, but then there's just a ton of pictures of me going like
Sure,
in the middle of it.
yeah.
So
That might have been your fault, the part. I don't know if the Flash did that too.
It could just be that.
Maybe you have like mild form of epilepsy in the splash.
It's just I never
Like,
noticed.
it triggers you a little bit just for
Oh
it triggers you just for the frame of photo.
Guys, I just wanted to remind you, PSA today,
Stay hydrated.
hydrated. Drink up, my friends.
What are you drinking there, Trevor?
Nothing alcoholic.
Do you think you can get through that?
Not yet.
Through the whole day? Like with the whole day?
I'll try to do this in the podcast, not brought to you by anything in particular, but
You still
actually,
got the logo at the
I
bottom.
tweeted
of that.
a while ago. It's all there. It's all over the screen everywhere.
It's
but
just right in your face.
It's 100 ounces, 100 glorious American ounces, and I tweeted the other day about just the absurdity of this thing, and I was like, why does this exist, and why do I want this? I need this in my life.
Sure.
And
A fan happily obliged.
well, it was actually a contract editor that we had in the past who has also done some work for Kind of Funny. He sent me a little Christmas/birthday gift, and so I was like, yay.
How thoughtful.
Hydration
Yes.
and just getting smashed. If I were to fill this with beer, I'd be over here for about 5 minutes.
Speaking of big gulps and kind of funny, Tim and I used to go to 7-Eleven pretty much like all the time. I went for the cheeseburger hot dogs because they're fucking delicious. But he went and he used to get like, was it double gulps? And just down those like once a day.
Double gulps?
Or
It's
whatever-
double.
Just two of those.
Whatever the
Did he do them in double the? Did he do two?
whatever
gulps?
the large size cup is, a large size cup that's not this obscene bucket.
Because big gulp is their small. I mean, not this is not. This is big gulp, but it's not. This is like absurd gulp. I mean, but if you go in there, you get a big gulp. It's like
If you walk
40 ounces.
if you
and
walk
it's
into a 7-Eleven,
Yes.
with that, do they just hand you the keys and said it's yours now?
That's what happens when you gulp.
Yeah.
No,
You should get free
but
refills
there
though,
is
right?
a barcode here that says first fill is free. So
there you go.
just
The
wanna
handle is
keep that barcode nice
gigantic.
and it is
huge.
It's heavy too.
I don't think the handle can support its weight.
Oh, look at
Maybe
that.
it could.
They got him right there. The double gulp
Oh
right
my
there.
god.
The double gulp.
Yeah, see, there is a double gulp.
I think I've only ever
used to
seen
down
this,
those.
this kind of thing in the wild realistically like one time. And
In the wild.
and it was like super late. I was like visiting back home with a friend. So I was like, I need some caffeine. I just flew here. I'm like jet lagged from the whole hour difference. And so I'm like, I'm gonna go pick up like a Monster or something. Jeez. And there was a guy in there who looked like he would have one of these, just standing at the fountain.
You know the type who's just
Yeah.
like, well, this is where I live for the day.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna stand in front of this fountain filling this for the next half hour, and I think they were just free refills. Like
Well,
you
know.
must pay a fuck ton for this, and
You know,
then
you pay your 98 cents and then it's free refills for life. That's how 7-Eleven works.
It's gotta get to the point though where that free refill is just not worth it. It's not good.
No, it isn't.
No,
at all.
Also, 7-Eleven doesn't have doesn't 7-Eleven only have like their branded soda? Like, do they have like Coca-Cola
No, they
and
have
stuff?
Coke.
Yeah,
Do
they
they?
have-
Oh, they do. Okay.
Okay,
What would
they
be
couldn't look. They couldn't give you that much poison and then give you their own brand of poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
what would be a 7-Eleven brand of soda? What would that be?
Seven.
It would be
Yeah.
like-
Damn it, Matt. Damn it.
right away.
That was
There it is.
that would be yeah.
Quick to the thinking.
Well, my grandma, she used to have one like not that big, but it was big enough that like the car console thing, it fit perfectly in between where a small child's supposed to be able to sit.
Oh, so it was a child size.
Yeah,
So
big,
Yeah.
child size, roughly the size of a liquidated child.
yes.
But she would drink that all the time. She filled it up with Diet Mountain Dew to stay in shape.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt.
Yeah.
That's how you lose
Keyword-
weight.
The key word in that sentence is was.
Yeah.
She used to have this, and it was sitting in her
believe-
console here.
I believe at some point a doctor was like, "That's not good for you. You can't keep doing that."
Is
She did it
is
for
she
like,
still around right now? Drinking
yeah,
her big gulps and
yeah.
stuff?
She's not drinking her big gulps anymore.
Her
She's
diet-
drinking her big waters.
Her big
because-
waters.
Big
because,
waters.
Yeah, a doctor's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be drinking like a quart of sugar every day."
But it's
fake-
diet
or
sugar.
fake
That
sugar.
doesn't count.
It doesn't even count.
It's
diet sugar doesn't
carcinogenic,
count.
100%. That fake sugar.
I'm on the diet soda diet. Look at me.
Yeah.
Sugar doesn't count.
Diet
100%
soda
diet
tastes
soda.
disgusting.
I know, it's bad. I don't like
It
diet
just
soda.
tastes nothing
It's
like
pretty
the
rancid.
regular
I
soda.
actually think she had diet soda because like I would often as a toddler be like, "Hey, can I have some of your drink?" And she'd be like, "I don't know, it's diet." And I'd be like, "Oh, never mind. I don't want that.
I don't
It's
want
just
to
bad.
die.
It's
When I was
terrible."
a child, I thought diet was like, I ignored the T at the end. I just thought, I don't want to die.
Die.
Like, that sounds stupid.
don't wanna
What are you
drink
drinking?
diet.
And now as an adult,
Turns
you're
out,
like, I get it.
It's a fact, actually.
I understand.
That's,
Is anyone here a Pepsi person over Coke?
No.
I'm a Pepsi person. Oh, let me tell you how I'm a Pepsi person. I'm a Pepsi person when I walk into
you set
H-E-B
yourself up.
and I'm like,
Triggered.
there's a deal on Pepsi and Coke is like $6.
So what you're saying is
Fuck it.
you're a deal
I'm a-
man.
Yeah,
You're not a
Yeah.
Okay.
you're not a
It's-
loyalist.
That's fine.
It's mostly
You
like,
like deals.
I get so much like Coke at work. I don't care. I'm fine.
Right. I'm not
And,
I don't
my
like
girlfriend is
soda
drink
really that
Pepsi,
much.
so-
Oh, Coke. I was talking cocaine versus Pepsi, but
Oh, okay.
Also,
In that
like
case, cocaine all the way.
soda in the can tastes different than
Peppermints.
soda from a fountain, right?
I've known a few people
Yeah.
Correct,
to
yeah.
stand by that as a fact. I'm not, a soda
I prefer
connoisseur.
soda from cans than I do from
Gotcha.
fountains, but I don't buy soda. So the only time I drink soda is like I
of the
usually
fountain.
I like the
Yeah, it's
fountain
usually
because you get
fountain
the
sodas.
ice with it.
You can
But I
put-
have
you can
ice
put
at home.
in anything.
You can't put ice in the can, man. That's
But you
I mean,
pour it
can,
out of a
but
gla-
that's
you
so much
pour it in a
work.
glass.
Fredo,
I'll go get you some ice.
what
There's
I
some on
call
the
it.
ground right
You
now.
pour it in
It's
a
super
glass.
simple. Don't worry about it.
Before it melts.
or you just go
It's-
out, get some snow, and just go
Just sprinkle it right in there.
right there.
It's 100% different. Like if you go to any
Well,
coastal,
because it's syrup based, so
Yeah.
that's like not.
well, if you go to like any coastal town, it tastes different.
Is it not?
Because it's like the water in there is
Well,
a little bit
It's
saltier.
I imagine
Oh,
it's still
so-
syrup based. It's just made at the factory.
Sure, yeah, but it's like mixed there because sometimes it's just like the water to like syrup ratio is off or something, and it tastes different. Like
Gotcha.
Doesn't
like
Or the
this,
nozzles
like
are just
this
rancid?
always is consistent. This tastes always the same, but if you go to, McDonald's or Burger King, sometimes their sodas will taste different because
That's
it's
true.
just the
Do
amount
you
of
want to
syrup they add.
do you want to have some more background on that? Do you want to never drink soda from a fountain again? The reason why a lot of the times those things like are watered down
Oh,
is not
no, you're
because
gonna
they're out
ruin
of
it. Are you gonna
syrup.
fuck this up for
It's
me?
because the nozzles are plugged up with like mold.
Yeah.
And it's
Trevor,
usually
why?
obviously the sugary ones. The
Is that
diet
why?
ones,
go
like-
Is that why the
to?
Taco Bell
even
water is
mold
yellow?
Can't live off diet.
The Taco Bell water's got a yellow tint to
That's
it.
that Taco Bell brand water. That's intentional.
Yeah.
They cook the tortillas and then they just drain the water
drain-
out of that
yeah.
into the fountain.
Recycle.
Oh yeah,
And
exactly.
then you gotta
There
bring it
go.
back
I thought it was
Save
maybe
Mother
just
Gaia.
like residue,
Save
like
Mother what?
I thought it was
Gaia.
maybe some like Mountain Dew drips, but I think it's just the mold.
Some delicious Mountain Dew
Dude,
rainbow sugar.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the best way to
It's
drink
mold.
Mountain Dew or water is with little Mountain Dew drops in it. So it's just like a little hint of
Drops
taste.
of dew.
There's
Yeah.
definitely a difference just like between like a burger joints and like a chicken restaurant.
A burger joint.
Right.
Or a burger joint. Like their
joint.
soda is completely different
Yes,
tasting.
go on.
I don't know. It has that air of chicken. Is all I can say.
Okay,
Is that the
keep
chicken
going.
place.
I want to know about this, Matt.
I've got nothing other than I can taste the chicken in the drink, which you think would be great, but I want my drink and my.
I don't
chicken
think that would be
I
great.
don't think that's
This is a legitimate
Chicken
test I
flavored
need
soda?
to dive into now, Matt. I
go
want
for
to
it.
get you a Coke from
Okay.
10 different fast food locations.
Like the Jeremy Oreo thing.
I
And
think
one
it's
of them
like
would
the
just be
whole
a
like
can pour out.
Crocs thing.
I want you to be able to like tell me which one was from a chicken place, which one's Burger King, which one's
You're
McDonald's.
gonna be mad when I can do it. I'll be mad.
Why
when
would I
can
be
do
mad?
It.
I would
You
be
can-
flabbergasted.
That's kind of
I can.
I don't think I could
100%
ever pull
I
it
should be
off.
proud of this power.
I might not be able to tell a can and like a McDonald's because they're pretty similar, but like a can and like a KFC, 100%.
You can different cans, like
Yeah,
like cans from
a
different
can
restaurants.
versus a KFC. Well, there's no can at KFC.
Oh, that's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying. So okay, so
There's a can of
I thought you were
chicken
saying like
that
if you
they
got a
pour
can
out,
of soda from McDonald's, you can differentiate
Rinse
from a
out
can from
Coke.
KFC.
No, I can tell. You can totally tell the difference between like KFC.
Well, yeah, because you get like crispy chicken bits on top of the
it's just
rim. That you just have to,
Are you sure
you
it's
have
not
to flick
just
off.
like
They call it
it's
the
just from
KFC
your
martini.
mustache? It's just kind of like when you sip, the chicken dips in, and
I'm all straw when it's a KFC. Come on.
it's like a
there's
nice
no-
curly straw.
Can I derail this conversation?
Derail.
for a second?
Please.
And
Please.
Can we talk about
Fucking
the
kill it.
legend that was at the Game Awards yesterday? That one.
Oh my god.
Hey, wait, hold on.
fuck the Oscars
Can
guy.
we cuss on this show? Fuck the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscars.
What's great is he said fuck the
Fucking
Oscars
yeah.
first, and then he asked
Fucking
Jeff. He was
yeah.
like, "Oh, can we swear here?"
swear?
Oh, he's like,
Is this
"Yeah,
a-
I mean,
is
it's
this
the
a
internet,
thing?
I guess." He's like, "Yeah, fuck the Oscars, fuck EA. They're publishing my game, but fuck them anyways." That was the abridged version.
He was,
But
he
yeah.
was
nice to me.
trying to kick it to the trailer so hard. He was
Yep.
not
Yep.
having it. He was just like, all right, we're going to go to the trailer. And he's like, wait, we're going to come back to us? And he was like, no, that's it. You know, we got other people. And he was like, whoa, let me finish. I'm going to wrap this up. I was like, oh, God, this is a beautiful train wreck right now.
Yeah.
When that guy comes down in 3 to 4 days, how do you think he's going to feel? Like, terrible, right?
There he is.
I
This is
don't-
him
you
in the
know?
moment.
There he is, yeah.
The moment of regret on the left, and
Look
the moment
at-
of
look
I
at
don't give
Jeff,
a
like,
shit on the
man.
right.
This is happening.
Is
What
it
do I
you who
do?
said he was like a relative of Tommy Wiseau?
I think
who
it
said-
might have been Larry.
Oh,
He's
Larry
talking
said
about-
that, yeah.
we were talking about that
It
earlier.
was funny because I read the transcript on Twitter because I was out and about. We went, Fredo and I were out at an improv show.
Having a life.
Having a life or whatever.
What's that
Read
like?
the transcript of this first, and like so I was like
style.
building this moment in my head. I was like, what the fuck? And then when I watched it, I was actually a little bit more disappointed. He was like, well, I guess it's the internet. I thought it was more like they were both in on it, like fuck EA, fuck the Oscars.
No, I saw like,
It's the internet.
like Jeff wanted to kill him and then himself. Like I saw it in his eyes and I was like, ooh.
You can see he was just like, well, yep, this is
Just
this
like
is the
trying to, like-
moment. There's nothing I can do about it.
Well, yeah, it's like that guy
I know
definitely
it's a
had
wreck.
like a little
Everyone knows
taste
it's
of
a
some
wreck.
booger sugar before he went on the stage.
Booger sugar.
Yeah.
You can just tell that he, in his face, there's no owning this. Like there's
yeah.
no owning
No,
this.
what do you
Like
do about
everyone
that?
He was
knows.
kind of like tripping over his words, like he was just rambling and
Yeah.
just like he was just like he was
Well,
just
that's
like
a
making
symptom.
everything up
Yeah.
on the spot.
But also
Right? Yeah.
A symptom of the booger sugar.
Also, one of the trailers, they showed a new trailer for Death Stranding, which
Yeah.
looks fucking awesome. At the same time, what the fuck is that game about?
Nobody knows what's happening.
What the hell is it
That's
about?
the synopsis
There's
of the game.
Which
babies,
is-
what the
and
fuck?
babies and throats and invisible
Babies
things
and
and,
throats.
fucking
Yeah.
explosions.
That baby's a
and
meme
Normus
now.
Reedus is there and
baby-
fucking.
Very
yeah,
quickly became
yeah,
a
like the
meme.
very like thumbs up baby. He's like, I was like, what?
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Please, that sound. He had like the just slight hint of like wet suction on the thumb right before it came out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I completely believe in that game. I
I have no idea what the fuck it's
like
about.
to know what it's about
do we have an
soon.
ETA on that game yet?
No.
Still?
You never
I'm
It's
assuming
just like kind of-
Eventually,
At earliest, I would assume Q4 2018.
Yeah.
No, it'll be like the Zelda DLC. It'll just be released in the middle of the night. No one will ever know.
That would be crazy if they
Yeah.
released them
Yeah,
available
so
today.
what was
Everyone's like,
the-
what is it?
Yeah.
What was that Zelda DLC that dropped? It was, I saw
Zelda-
there was like an
uh,
actual like horse bike mount.
Epona dirt bike.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
That's
was
like
cool.
the name of the DLC.
Epona dirt bike.
But
It's so weird because they talked about having like motorcycles in the original like Zelda, and now they're like, yeah, it's like 30 years later. Here you go, have a motorcycle.
it's
Wanna
30
have a
years
motorcycle?
later in the same area.
Was
No, it's
that
like 30 years later in like life.
was that the
So, like,
from the
DLC?
iteration
Was
of
that
first
the, like
Zelda?
the one thing, or was there more? Because everyone was like, "Oh my god, my Switch, where is it?"
There's like some trials and stuff like that. There's more than just like
Oh, okay.
the motorcycle.
More than just the
motorcycle, I think you get after you beat all of it. I downloaded it last night.
But
so I have
didn't
no
your
idea.
horse have the capability or the
Of
ability of
transforming into a
dying?
motorcycle?
the
Yeah.
capability of dying. Couldn't your horse die in that game?
Yes, that was a feature.
Oh, okay.
You could
Death
kill
was
your-
a happy
didn't-
So
area.
now is everyone like?
I never knew
my
that, but I
vehicle's
was
with
just
me at all
really
times. I don't have to
careful
worry
with my
about
horses,
it.
apparently.
Yeah, it was just like Skyrim. I was like, these babies can't die, right? Until one falls off a tall cliff, and you're like, oh, well, that was actually really
shit.
depressing.
I remember
Shit
the first,
happens.
my first one that died. I was like fighting a Hinox on a bridge.
My
and he's
first
just like,
one.
I got off the horse and I was like, you stay here. You stay right here. No. And then I walk over, start fighting. In the middle of the fight, I see the horse walk, get slapped and fall off the cliff.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, that's great.
So hold on, sorry, Trevor.
Go ahead.
If Epona dies though, you can just respawn her because don't you have like isn't it like a special like deal
No,
like
the
pre-order thing or
the
something?
amiibo that gives you Epona, you can only scan it once. So when
Epona dies,
when
you're
Epona
fucked.
dies,
Yes,
yeah,
in
you're
fact,
fucked.
when Epona dies, they send Mr. Nintendo himself to your house to retrieve the
Amiibo,
itself.
break it in
Yeah.
half
Yeah.
in front of you, and then laugh and walk away.
and take it back to Japan, where they melt
I'm
it
never
down.
using
and
Epona
then-
again. I'm never using her again. She's gonna
There-
stay in a stable and live a happy life just get fat on hay. And she's never,
hay.
yeah, she's never leaving the stable again.
She gonna be thick.
in the next Zelda game, it's like you see like Link running around.
Where his stomach is barely, yeah.
That's like you see Link running around holding Epona and like, come on, just dragging her bloated body.
I saw a GIF the other day. I haven't played Zelda in a while. I saw a GIF that was, what is this? The Storm Island, basically the lost like kind of Easter egg where you like they take all your weapons as soon as you land, and then there's a Hinox and there's all these things. Like I spent about half an hour like trying to chip away at that island with nothing, and then just like messing up on one thing, and like a lightning strike would kill me or something. Somebody like picked up with the magnetic thing, picked up a box, shoved it into the Hinox, and killed it. So the Hinox would like start walking and hurt itself on the box just over and over. I was like, that was such an easier way to do it. Those Hinox are just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't know. That was like a really cool challenge, but depending on how late you went to it, the difficulty.
Or how early.
Yeah, or how early, exactly. It's like the
I'm here with a
difficulty was,
leaf.
like, yeah.
Here I am.
I liked it though, because you could like just you had to be resourceful that whole time. But I didn't know you could fucking slam a box into a dude's head for like 20 minutes.
With the exception of that first week, I don't think I've played the new Zelda game that like not on an airplane. Like I've always been on an airplane when I've been playing it.
Wow.
And it's like I've only traveled like 3 times since the game came out, so it's like I'm not that far.
Just like, man, I really hope I get on a
You don't have
flight
to
so
travel
I can
to
play
use
Zelda.
your Switch.
I know what I'm saying.
I'm
I'm saying it's just like I'm just like when I'm home, I'm just like, oh, let's play Xbox or I'll put on Netflix.
I'm not
or
traveling. I can't use my goddamn Switch.
Yeah.
I
Start
pretty much
taking
got-
long ass flights to Japan just to use.
Yeah, it's just like I gotta beat it. I don't know what else to do. I
I feel
can't
like
play it at
playing
home.
Zelda. I'll fly around the world real quick.
Right, yeah.
He just gets off the plane. Oh, I'm here. Great. He's
then-
back on the
yeah.
plane.
Oh, I'm not getting off. I'm just going back.
I'm just gonna play.
I got
Yeah,
a round trip ticket.
Yeah.
You
See,
solos,
it's
right?
the experience.
I have, basically, I've rarely play my Switch anymore. It was basically like a $400 like copy of Zelda.
I just got
Hey,
sold on the
that's
Switch.
a
You
good
guys
Zelda.
stop.
Well, no,
selling
I mean,
on
I
the
still
Switch.
play Mario Kart. Mario
true.
Kart. I've been playing Mario Odyssey more than I have been playing Zelda.
This motherfucker right here,
Hey.
Matt. You need to stop with Mario Kart.
You're a real cunt.
Like it'll be like it'll be
I
like
am
a
a real
group of
cunt.
us. We're like fighting for fucking first and shit, and then all of a sudden you just see Matt go
guys!
like off a ramp that I didn't know existed, just zoom and just zoom in. I'm like, what is this bullshit?
Somehow he's got an answer for it. He's like the code whisperer of this game. He's like picking up items that are exactly what he needs to escape. I don't know.
The number
a blue
of
shell
times
somehow.
Trevor and I tossed red shells out your ass and you just
Oh, yeah.
deflected it some fucking way.
I remember like there was one time like 5 of them I blocked like right in quick succession.
No, I had 3. I threw all 3 of
Yeah.
them at you, and you blocked every single one. And
I'll
I
tell you,
almost like
2 of
lost my
those
shit.
the side of the course block because I got really close to the side and it hit the corner.
What the fuck? There was also a race where we were right at the end.
That's thinking on a whole
For
nother
all
level.
intents and purposes, carded you, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I got a boost, and I'm gonna boost across this grass. Where the hell did he come from? How did you go from 0 to 100?
I remember that. You're like, I just hit him.
Like, what the hell?
How
I
did
thought
I recover that
It was the
fast?
one time to have the one thing.
I think I had like 3. I don't know. There was a lot of shit that happened during that. I just remember the next day Michael walked right to my desk
Slapped
and he's
you.
just like, yeah, so you're a real cunt at Mario Kart, huh? I'm like, just playing the game.
You should
I don't
just,
know what you
as,
want.
as I'm sure you know that Michael and I have a shake and bake relationship thing
Yeah.
going for when we're trying to fuck over Gavin. You should know there's talks that we might start up for you.
Okay.
We might have them for you because
not-
usually,
it's not
usually if
bad.
Gavin's
Yeah.
not playing, Michael and I are just like against each other. But whenever Gavin's playing, we're usually like shaking and baking.
Go ahead and stop talking. Just do it.
Yeah.
Towards
Just
the
like
end.
for
Towards the end.
Fredo and I, like
Yeah.
the up and comers. These more newbie than Fredo.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, we
Help save us.
gotta drop you down a few pegs there, buddy.
Towards the
Knock
end,
you down.
I kind of felt like that was happening. Like everybody picked.
It was kinda,
100%.
yeah. Towards the end, it was happening.
100%.
Everybody kept picking like Baby Park, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do good on Baby Park?
Baby Park,
I was like,
Baby
yes.
Park is just chaos. Whenever I pick Baby Park, I'm just like chaos. Because it doesn't make sense.
Like,
You're in
nothing.
you're
What
in
do you
first
do?
place, and bullet bills are passing you. Nothing makes sense.
It
It doesn't make sense.
The first race I remember
Beautiful.
losing
I
that
love
night
it.
was Baby Park, and I was like, I've been in first the whole time. There's the finish line. 3 red shells slam
yeah.
into me, and then like someone came the other way and hit me with a star. I'm like,
Someone was just going suicide
Yeah,
mode.
it
It's
was
like I
it was
don't care
a
about my
computer.
place. I'm just gonna
like,
fuck over everybody else.
All right, second it is then. And
Yeah, I went from
Yeah.
first to 7th, like inches from the finish line on that one.
Yeah.
But I
what
love
do you do?
because it makes you feel good and
just-
terrible at the same
yeah.
time. Because like on one hand you're like, buzzing by all the CPUs. On the other hand, Matt Bragg is just dodging all your red shells.
Yep.
But then Fredo,
Well, there's more people around. to hit them
Fredo,
for
A2
me.
Brute, was
What happened?
we're back here contesting third place. They're over there jerking up in first, and Fredo's like, throws a red shell back. What's wrong with you? Get He's right over there. That's right there.
I needed to win. I needed to win, Trevor. And I was like, there's Matt. He's gonna block it, or there's Trevor right behind me.
Like, you know what? I could have him block it and get disappointed, or I could just chuck this one back and just
Well, that's what I always do when
It seemed a
when-
lot funnier. I loved what he did right there.
And my
I didn't
new-
know it
my-
happened until right now, but I think it was a good.
That's
point.
like a real Lindsay move, like wild card. Like you don't know which side she's gonna fall on. You don't know whose
also,
side she's on.
my new favorite thing now too is just to pick because I had control. Last time we played Mario Kart, I had control of like picking a map for like Trevor and I. So I'd hit random.
Yeah,
And I'd look
you
over
gotta
at
stop
Michael,
about
and then
that.
Michael was like, "Oh, Andy's pissed."
Pick a side, pick an allegiance. You pick random, Lindsay picked random, and then you picked random. I was like, pick a fucking side.
about halfway
Because then
through.
sometimes we have to replay the same map over again. You know where that doesn't happen? If someone picks a fucking map every time, we don't have to replay maps all the time.
About halfway through, I switched to picking maps because I was like, well, Andy's gonna pick maps. I'll pick maps.
Yeah, Michael was like calling it. Like Alfredo was picking random, and he had Lindsay with him. So like,
It's either random or, baby
Lindsay was
Park.
picking it. So and then Matt would pick random, and then Michael's like, "Oh yes, Andy's furious."
That's what I was like. I was like, this is insanity.
50% of us just like.
I just
Random.
picture Andy at home like.
Oh yeah, there was a noise complaint, I'm sure. Only when I play Mario Kart or when a new Star Wars trailer drops. It's the only when I'm sure I get like when I get noise complaints. Yeah.
There was a new Star Wars trailer recently. Haven't seen it. Not gonna see it.
Well,
Stay
it
away
was
from
more of a TV spot.
everything.
But like I
Really?
said today, I saw TV spot number 27. I'm done. Cut myself off. That's it.
You know the
TV
numbers
spot-
and everything.
Number
We were-
27.
We were like getting lunch a
Wait,
couple weeks ago, and
is
we're
it
like, I'm like,
27?
whoa, this one's in Spanish, and he's like, oh, that's TV spot number 32 or
Yeah.
something.
No, it was that was TV spot 11, I think. It was the
Did
Spanish
you
one.
learn Spanish just for the TV spot?
I took 4 years of Spanish. None of it stuck. So no.
None of it's stuck.
No.
Good.
But
Como te llama?
I'm
The
trying to do
horse.
this.
That's
yeah.
my name.
I'm trying to do this thing where, and I've been doing it pretty well so far, going into movies blind instead of like.
It's awesome.
Because like last
I
year,
did-
I
I
just
did
can't
that.
help it. Just like Andy, I totally get it. Like last year and the year before, I just like Rogue One. I did really well. I held off all the way up until like December, and then I was like, fan theory, trailer analysis. Like I want to get into all this shit. Like
Yeah.
I remember you
But I
it's
mean,
so satisfying.
there's
but, like,
still like 30 minutes of the movie I haven't seen yet. So,
hey,
Yeah, that's gonna be a good 30 minutes.
But
You're
like-
gonna see like 12 times.
let's see.
Yeah. Oh, I got the movie pass. Oh, I'm gonna fucking wear that stripped down.
Nice.
Gonna use it every day. To Star
Murder-
Wars.
I'm definitely gonna use that to see Star Wars a couple times. But Murder on the Orient Express, Thor Ragnarok, even Justice League.
I
to
went
an
into Thor
extent.
blind. I went into well, I couldn't really go into Justice League blind because the Alamo would shove that trailer down your throat
Right,
since fucking like
yeah.
last June.
True. So aside from that trailer, I went into all those basically blind, and it actually like really makes the movie going experience like just top.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're really into like Marvel, if you're really into like Star Wars and all that, like I totally understand like diving into it. I think
It's like
there's,
Star Wars is the only thing I don't have the self control for. But
Yeah.
also like the last year, I have also been like going into blind to some movies, like Marvel movies. I've been going in blind. I'm pretty much going in blind to Shape of Water, which I'm hoping to see this
How are
weekend.
you going in blind to that? If you haven't been to the Alamo in the last like 7 years,
Every
you have
movie
seen...
has that fucking
does.
trailer.
I actually don't. I was talking to Fredo about this.
Oh.
Well, if you don't pay attention,
I
to
don't
it.
want to see the movie now.
Well, that's what I was
I mean,
gonna
I
say.
will, of course.
looks
But
so
if it's like I
good.
saw the
see
trailer
it,
like
but-
It looks
every
so
movie.
beautiful.
What you guys need to do is like learn how to flush information out of your.
Matt, what you do is you show them as the movie's starting.
I do. I want to see the
that
trailer.
Matt showed up like 10 minutes in.
Not 10 minutes.
Star Wars scrolls.
You
and
were
then
late
he's
to
like,
Saw.
"Oh,
What did I miss?
I'm sorry,
was.
coming in.
Yeah.
I was late to Saw. I was trying to.
I thought I was gonna be late to Saw, but I was the first one to show up.
Dude,
Well, it's-
You got caught in a nap, or was that Jackie?
we were caught in a nap, and Jackie didn't wake me up because she thought we were going to the Alamo
later
next
one?
to our house.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. And you're like, no,
and
you're
it was
going
like,
to
no,
Why-
we're going to one
why-
that's like 30 minutes away.
Why did we pick Lakeline?
That,
I don't
that was
remember
one
why.
of the only. There was a specific reason.
It's because Mueller wasn't showing it. And
Yeah.
Alamo
Yeah.
just didn't want to show Saw. It's like
That was weird.
Who doesn't want to see Saw?
I was like, I couldn't just.
Oh, you wanna
see
see
the
Saw?
Saw
I want to
forever.
see Saw.
Up and down, it's great.
Dude, Saw's fucking awesome. Nothing matters now, though. Not Marvel, not
I've been saying
DC,
that for
because a rated R Deep Blue Sea 2 for slate for 2018 is
shout out
happening.
to my Deep Blue crew.
Deep
the
Blue
two of us,
Sea
just the two of us. Nobody else watched it.
All
I
right.
have no idea what you're talking about.
You've never seen Deep Blue
How
Sea?
old is that movie?
I've
though?
been out to the ocean before.
20.
Is that
Like,
Matt-
count.
Matt's
Is
like,
it a shark movie?
I don't want
It's
to
a
go
shark
down there. I'll look
yeah,
at it from
is it
afar.
Dude, it's
Which one
about
is it?
super smart sharks that know how to think. And Samuel Jackson's in
Sharknado.
it, and it's fucking awesome.
They actually, the Sharknado was not a storm. It was just them all swimming around
Yeah,
in circles.
exactly.
They were super smart.
That's
They're
the,
making a sequel.
well,
When enough water,
how long
you
is
have
it?
it.
I mean, the movie's been up a while, right?
You can watch it on Netflix.
I mean,
also,
can I
Netflix told me yesterday that Sahara is on Netflix.
Because I'm pretty sure it's
too,
been
so-
spoiled for a
Stop
lot of
talking
people.
to your Netflix.
That's the one
Yeah,
where.
you should.
It's a
I mean,
problem.
I don't want to spoil it, but the Samuel Jackson scene with the shark. Is that scene that I've seen on the internet?
Oh, when he sticks it in the gills.
Yeah, he gets real giddy with that shark.
All right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, Sammy J. Sammy J. Jack. Samuel L. Jack.
Speaking of
Whoops.
getting like giddy, want to talk about that fucking woman in the chandelier?
Oh my God, we gotta talk about.
Oh,
it.
Lumiere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lumiere.
I mean, she's been
It's,
she's been cucking her older one though. Her 16.
Also, Ashley said that
the
she's
younger
got.
chandelier.
Ashley from our office said that she has like a whole collection of chandeliers. Like, what a slut!
Fredo's
Yeah.
dead. Fredo, are you okay down there?
I
going on,
didn't think
man?
we can get to a new low, but we're cucking chandeliers now, so.
Well,
Okay.
we're not
okay,
doing it.
Okay.
People are though. That's what we gotta talk.
But okay, I read that this morning and I was just like, and then I saw like somebody replied to it, just like she's so brave, and I was like,
Okay.
I was so irrational about it, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I could be like
Andy,
one
tell
of like
the story.
I feel like
what is going on here?
I felt like I could have been like one of like a racist white guy from the 30s, like she's engaged to a black man, because it's 2017. That's what I
Sure.
felt like. That I was just like
She's
so
engaged
in
to a
like.
chandelier.
Yeah, exactly.
it's
I felt like 2017. It's
there's
like
no
we're supposed to be
future.
super accepting of things, and I am pretty open-minded about a lot of things. But that just like broke my brain. I was like,
Yeah.
Wait.
chandelier.
woman who is who is married
Yeah.
to and in love with a chandelier.
There's a third
Yeah.
degree burn warning on
But
that
apparently that
Yeah.
chandelier is old.
But the best part
so
was
she has
So
a
she's a gold
relationship
digger.
with a younger
It's an
chandelier.
open relationship,
Yeah.
so I guess it's not a full-on cucking.
No.
yeah. Well, she spoons with a much younger chandelier because the 90-year-old chandelier Lumiere is very fragile.
Of course.
So she's thinking ahead, and she's also
like
had
most 90-year-old things.
she's also had an on-again, off-again relationship with the Statue of Liberty. But she lives in England, so the distance made it too tough
Yeah.
for them.
That's
But she
hard.
has seen the Statue
I
of Liberty
mean,
6
fucking,
times.
Andy, that's no excuse. Skype exists. You can call.
You can,
anytime.
call,
You
yeah.
can just, the Statue of Liberty,
FaceTime in
she
the
doesn't want it.
just put an iPhone in the Statue of Liberty's torch hand.
I'm
You gotta think
Just
that
FaceTime
How
it.
far away are we from like that being a real thing? Like,
I don't know,
instead
but
of
I
a
was just
torch,
like-
it's just
like-
an iPhone with the light on.
Like I read that and I was like, oh, this is The Onion. Oh, it's not The Onion. Oh, that's weird. And then I saw like a comment was like, so brave, and I was like, it just broke me.
That's gotta be like a hard
just broke
breakup
me.
though, because like you break up with the Statue of Liberty, and you know she's still out there. She's still
Libby.
being,
She called
she's
her
like-
name. Yeah,
Libby,
she called it
she's letting
Libby.
people
Libby's
just
still-
walk up inside of her. every
Libby's
day.
still, you know, hot. You know what I mean? Libby's still being
How are you gonna
promoted
get
on
broken
things.
up with by the Statue of Liberty?
Everywhere you go
Explain
in
it.
America, you see Libby. If you
Please.
go to New York, you know, it's just like you can't.
There
you can't
she
escape her.
is.
There she is.
There's
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy
chandelier.
for her, but
yeah,
she's
I'm glad she's happy, but I do have a
This
question.
is like
There-
Andy and a Star Wars figure in like 10 years.
I mean, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna try it. But, you know, I haven't gotten that far with Star Wars yet, but you know, who knows?
So she's married to the chandelier. Is the chandelier?
No, not yet.
Okay, well she will.
Oh, it's
Engaged.
Will the chandelier be covered on her health insurance? Like, if the chandelier breaks, can she like?
Could you
make
imagine
it
that
Does
conversation?
the chandelier say yes?
One light on for yes, 2 lights on for no.
You controlling the light switch is not.
What if like,
no,
what if
the
like,
electric company is? That's,
like-
it's
like-
You don't
sold.
get to role play for your spouse or your significant other. Like, she said no out of her mouth, but I imagine she said yes. So
Do it
I'm
like
gonna marry her anyway.
do it like Blade Runner and have someone just come over and kind of just like stand behind the chandelier and start mimicking moves and
Like
stuff.
Blade
What if-
Runner? You mean like Patrick Swayze in The Ghost?
This is Ghost, but the Blade Runner, when she was just
With
like,
Whoopi
"Oh
Goldberg?
man, touching you, and I'm your AI."
so do you think
What-
like in
hang on.
20 years from now, when they're married and like most marriages, they go downhill. So. Do you think like she's going
after
to
they
like?
have a-
So do you think they're gonna have like an argument 20 years, and she's gonna fucking push the chandelier? The chandelier's gonna shatter. She's
push
gonna
it too
panic.
far.
She's gonna write a suicide note for the chandelier and call the cops and say that my husband killed himself.
No, she's just gonna bury the chandelier in the backyard.
Fuck.
The local deli is gonna call and say we haven't seen the chandelier. He's a frequent customer.
Like
Where's
if
he
they
been?
like if they ever
We're
bring
worried.
back Forensic
What's like-
Files, I want to see that episode where it's like she gets the lumen. It's like they had to get the luminol for the glass shards everywhere to like see where the crime scene was, and they had to get the,
fingerprints and
Yeah.
and
Okay.
like
What
fire marks.
What I
from
can't
where-
wait is like she's doing something with the chandelier. She's got a medical problem. She goes to the doctor. They X-ray, find a light bulb in her, and she just goes, "Oh my god, I'm pregnant.
Oh
God.
goodness.
I'm gonna have a little baby chandelier."
Well,
Taking
just
us too
just like the
far.
title of the headline said, which was the best part, was "Love at First Light."
Oh, God.
God damn.
I don't
2017, people. This is the world we're living in.
Wouldn't an earthquake be the equivalent to a seizure for it? Where it's like, if an earthquake happens, it falls over and dies. She's like, "Oh no.
Oh, my
Hit like
God.
a stroke. What am I gonna do?"
I don't think there's a
His light went out.
non-human object that I could be that intimate.
I
with.
really hope
Yeah,
she's
I'm
not a
with.
fan.
I can't.
Is
I'm
intimate where like
trying
intimate is
Me
when
too.
Yeah.
you feel intimate and the other one feels empty inside.
Yeah.
If you're watching and you
Intimate.
are a fan, good for you. We're happy for you.
That's the thing. It's like, you do what you
Don't
want to do.
defend yourself.
life
You've
is-
said your
Oh,
opinions.
my opinions, it's still fucking weird, but life is whatever you want it to be. You do you. You can be as fucking weird as you want. I still think it's fucking weird that you
might
want to
be
fucking live.
schizophrenia. Life is whatever you believe it is. I had a philosophy professor who just kind of said things the way he like, just anything he thought, which was.
But you can get away because he's a philosophy
because
major.
he was also old and slouched over and dragged his feet around. Like he's
like,
innocent in a
Man, I
physical
can't
kind
wait
of
to be old, and then the rest of the
capacity.
things I already am.
Just says random shit.
In
Today's
fact,
motto
Matt,
is
he was like an older you, no joke. Anyway, I remember there was this girl who was like, what is to know something? What does it mean to know something? And you know, everyone's trying to give. This is like philosophy 101, first day of the course, and everyone's giving their like, oh, well, to know something is to this, and like, wow, way to overthink it, everybody. And then like this girl goes, something, you know something, and something is true when you believe it's that way. And then there was just like this awkward silence fell over the class, and you just went, that is bullshit. Like, everyone's like try hard answers where they're really like diving deep into it. He's like, okay, that one. And then she cried and left, and I was like, it's gonna be a good course.
That's awesome.
God.
But maybe these people, like, it's true for them because they just believe it is.
Yeah, well, if you
Reality
believe it,
is how you it just.
if you believe it, you can achieve it. As far as most things go, I don't know if you can really.
What does
fuck
Matt
around.
believe?
If you
No.
work hard for something, you
If-
can
yeah,
achieve
exactly.
it. I mean, it's
Matt,
just
it's
not
like
about
believing
believing.
it, but
Matt, if you
you
were
gotta
to
follow through.
distill Matt Bragg's life motto, like what would your what is the outpouring into one sentence? What is like you distilled into one drop?
That camera bump.
I
That's
mean,
it. That's
is.
literally it. Like,
It really is. You even phoned.
Can we just can we just like have a spotlight on Trevor and a spotlight on Matt? Alfredo and I will just fade into the background with the black, and then we won't even be here, and then you guys just debate.
what are we debating?
All right, give us a subject.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You got to tell us what we're debating.
It's
man.
just general health.
I don't know. You were debating.
general health?
Yeah.
Hey,
All right. Come back.
I don't. What do you want? What do you want to debate?
I didn't know we were debating.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
mostly just diving into the Matt Bragg psyche. I want to know more about Matt Bragg. Matt, you don't let on a lot of yourself. But
No,
when you
But
do,
what little
That's
you
what- that's
but
how
what
you
little you
let
give us
weaknesses
is
go
shocking.
out.
but when you
Yeah.
when you give us these little moments, these little breadcrumbs into like that lead to the
Into Matt Bragg's
Right.
site.
Just a little
Yeah.
sample of the sample
Yeah.
platter.
the Hansel and Gretel house that you've built in the mind of Matt Bragg. Like
That is all it's standing up on.
I
It's just
want to
tiny
run a
candy
case
house.
study on you. I would spend my money to have a psychologist like study your life and to understand you. You are one of the most unique human beings I know, and in a interesting but good way. Like, I
I'll
just,
take
like-
that as a compliment.
Like
That's good.
It's almost like it's pure chaos in the sense that I don't know how you come to certain conclusions.
If I'm completely honest with you, me either. It
You
just,
carry
it
around
kinda
like a
goes
bag of
around.
like D&D dice, and he goes, "All right, what am I gonna do today?" All right.
I guess I'll go back to sleep.
I roll like shit. I would never.
Turns
be able
out
to
all
do
these dice
anything
will go
good.
back to sleep.
It's like roll for initiative of waking up. Gotta go back to bed.
Turns out I wasn't holding dice.
yeah, yeah. It's like
He like rings
I
the
mean,
dice. He has the
but
dice
seriously,
weighted, so it's always
it's just you
19.
go-
I think that was a 6.
It's like a
So I'm
large
not getting
part. A large part's like logical thinking, and then giving enough of a shit to do it.
I think what it
Where
is,
it's like-
Matt, is that you live in a way that I only wish I could live. You know, like you've got the heart and the gumption to follow
hot?
through. The heart and the gumption to just follow through with like exactly the way you want to be.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah, who's gonna give a shit?
And
My
some-
parents probably, but they're not here.
that's
I
true.
don't care.
That's
I
true.
moved away from that.
You don't live for anybody but Matt Bragg,
true.
and that's important.
I mean, that's how you're happy, right? Where it's like, if you don't give a shit what anybody else thinks, then you're all good. Just do what you want to do, and then
What would
Fuck
be the
whoever
Andy
else.
life motto?
80% Star Wars, 20% living day to day.
No sleep.
No sleep.
Star
No
Wars.
sleep for me.
No sleep till Star Wars.
No sleep for Star Wars.
Star Wars.
No, I gotta be awake for Star Wars, so I can get plenty of sleep.
What's the longest you've ever been awake? Like, continuously?
Not that long, maybe like 29, 30 hours. Like not like
Oh.
something extreme, but that's still more than a
pretty
day.
good.
You've never
still
got.
pretty decent.
You've never
Yeah.
got to the hallucinations.
I've never got to
I had
hallucinations.
48
though.
hours and I passed out. Like my body was
48.
just done. And that was when Destiny first came out. Cause I had like early access to it and I was able to stream it like ahead of time or whatever. So I was just like, oh my god,
Oh, yeah.
Destiny.
That's time to stay up.
You gotta get that
And
story.
then I was just. What sucked was that I was like,
story?
I was
Is it
gearing up for a 24-hour like
Sure.
marathon,
Right.
but I had tech issues before that because this was like very early on when I
Yeah.
started.
I mean, that's also just gaming.
So yeah, gaming in
tech
general.
issues.
So then I ended up staying up 24 hours before my 24, and it was hell. Like
I imagine.
I was done. I can't do that, dude.
Speaking of,
I'm feeling
I used
age.
to-
Age is hitting me hard.
I used to be able to
I
stay
can't
up
stay up
like
late no more.
whose
3 or 4
age?
days in
Who
a
am I gonna
row.
have to fucking?
Yeah, whose age? What did he do to you?
What am I gonna have to do to
Who am
him?
I?
like if I'm
Break his
up
legs.
past like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and it's just like holy shit, this is late.
Yeah.
It's like usually I go to bed like around like midnight 30, but usually like I don't know 1 or 2 is like really late for me.
At what point do we start drinking Ensure and start watching like reruns of the Golden Girls and
Speak for yourself, man.
Golden Girls is a wonderful program.
Yeah, I was gonna
really
say.
is.
And it's so delightful.
Betty White. Mwah. Love her.
choice?
Another crappy rerun. Oh, you've seen it before? No.
No, I don't know what
I
happens.
like the reruns.
Watch this part,
No,
but
I-
yeah, I haven't seen it.
I feel you on that though. I used to be able to stay up like 3 to 4 days without really thinking about it. Now it's down to like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
You know,
it's pretty like once I hit the weekend, I'm sleeping and hibernating for 12 hours because
Yeah.
I need to
Definitely.
rejuvenate.
Trevor,
it's
can
like-
you finish all that before you have to go pee?
I mean, it's going down pretty fast, actually. I looked down.
What are we gonna do those?
That
There's
being
still a
said,
lot.
it
There's
is
still
like-
a lot in there.
It's maybe.
It's like right here.
When are we
But it was
taking-
up here,
Lord.
so it's
When are we
like-
taking the melatonin shots?
Oh, that's true. This giant puppy came with a melatonin. What is it? Melatonin?
It was like a sample thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it was
almost
like
said melanin.
it looked like
I shot
flavored
someone's skin.
melatonin.
Yeah, it.
That makes you go to sleep.
Apparently, I mean, there's no real scientific evidence that says it, but it's like,
I take some
is
melatonin
it like
chewables sometimes.
cause or is it what's the word?
They make me tired.
What were you talking about?
The other-
A side effect?
I don't know.
I don't know
Causal
what-
or whatever the word is.
I don't
But
know.
anyways, yeah, like that's a problem when you're selling a product that is that is designed to contain so much caffeine that you need to sell another product that goes with it to take the person back down. It's like I just
just
had
level out.
100 ounces of Mountain Dew. Now I'm gonna take this shot to mellow me back out, so that way I can be back at my baseline.
It's such dumb, like, bullshit corporate, like, okay, if we sell them a downer, we can put, like, a huge thing. We can do so
Well,
much
yeah, they
soda.
could have just put like a
It's
couple
perfect.
of like mini bottles of like
Yeah,
Jack
just
Daniels
Jack
or
Daniels.
We
something.
could have put a
Right.
smaller gulp inside the big gulp.
That's true.
Put a couple
like,
in
For when
nips.
you
here,
don't
this
want
is
to go
filled with
insane.
sodas, and then you just like you
Another soda
just
inside
like
the
pulling
soda.
out cans. You're like, oh well. But speaking of Destiny, that new DLC dropped, and man, I can't tell you how disinterested I am. Genuinely, I was from somebody that like was so into Destiny 1, especially going from vanilla to like Taken King. Like, and how like hyped I was for Destiny 2 for them to like take their successes and their lessons learned and to take this into the new game. And then like the DLCs after that too. But like I was so excited for it, like could they do 0 to 100 again? Like to build off what they did with this new game. And so then it'd be like, oh, it's tremendous. No.
I
Like,
was
like,
way into
like, yes and
Destiny
no
the
in
first
certain
way into
aspects.
Destiny 2 like the first like month than I ever was the first game, but now I just kind of fell off of it. Where
But-
Destiny 1 I kind of just like lingered in, but
Well,
now
that's-
I
that's
haven't
the
played
thing.
it since I think maybe just before the raid.
Destiny has always been a game to me where it's like, I pick it up and play it really intensely for like 2-3 weeks.
those
Sure.
no sleep nights.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And then
Or
it's just
slides.
like, I put it down and then don't think about it
Gotcha.
until I pick it back up and play
But
it again for like
it's-
2-3 weeks.
When are we gonna learn? Like Bungie is so good at hyping up Destiny and the DLCs and etc. But
mean,
how many
it's
times have we
good.
gotten DLC and it's just been like not that great?
How many times have we
or-
gotten a
or
Star Wars
not enough
Battlefront
meat
game that
on
was
the
supposed to be
bone?
good?
I'll
you
tell you
know
right
what I
now,
mean?
as far as I know, as far as I can really remember, 2 times for sure. And those were the first
Or,
2 expansions
Taken
in
King.
Destiny. And I thought Taken King was really good.
Taken King, no, oh sorry, yeah,
Taken
Taken King
King,
was
like,
good. What I'm
made
trying
the
to say
game
is
good
like
again.
they had the one good one, which is Taken
That's
King.
exactly what
But
I
House of
meant.
Wolves, Crota,
House of Wolves
or
and
like
Crota
the,
were just, like,
the
kinda
Dark
there.
Below or whatever were just
Yeah.
like really, really shallow. And I was just like, Even with this DLC, I was just like, well, I don't know what you guys are gonna expect. It's gonna be.
Well, that
I
raid
mean,
thing-
it's not gonna. It's
that
not
raid thing
bad.
today.
Destiny's not a bad game, but if we're sitting here thinking that, oh, this DLC is gonna be like just full of everything that we could ever ask, come on, man. Like, how many times are we gonna be fooled now?
Yeah, so to your point, I guess the new raid drops today, so when people are seeing this at
Yeah.
home, likely they've experienced whatever. Like, we
It's
haven't
not like
touched it yet.
It's not
so.
even like supposed to
New
be
raid?
technically a brand new. It's
There's a
not
new
a
raid?
It's not a brand new raid.
Well, I
what
don't
it
know,
is
whatever
like
Matt's saying.
another raid challenge in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Leviathan.
Gotcha.
And that's like
I mean, that's another
it's supposed to
thing,
be
like-
different than what's already there, and I think that's actually a good idea where they had a raid area that's huge and expansive, and we don't know the full extent of it. That they now have added new stuff too, and that's kind of like
Yeah.
that's cool, you know.
The thing
But-
I liked about this raid is that you can go there, land there, and kind of explore. Like, I found ways. There are ways to break the map, kind of get out of the map and glitch into other ways. Like, that's just stuff I do with with games. But I haven't done the raid yet, and I know that this raid is a good one. Like,
You haven't
I
done the
know-
Leviathan raid?
I haven't done the Leviathan.
Neither have I.
Dude, we
But
should
I've
spread up, we'll do it.
despite
I
my
don't think I'm
interest,
high
like-
enough light level
What-
for
what
it.
way?
I couldn't even tell you. I
I'm
could probably look it up on the
280
Destiny app, but
I
Yeah.
popped
That's
into the
fine.
game like a couple weeks ago. I was like, what am I missing? Let's see what's happening. And like I did a couple things real quick, light leveled up a couple bits in like 30 minutes. I think, all right, I'm back out. Like,
There's a
should-
gun right now that's broken to shit. I'm talking about like
Yeah,
back
you
in the
can
day,
buy it
Vex,
right now,
like
too.
like
Now
vanilla
that is
Vex
Destiny.
Mythic class broken, where
Hey.
it's just like a laser beam that shoots out. It kills things in like almost instantly. And the best thing about it is that the vendor that comes every weekend that sells to everybody has that gun.
Selling it around. I bought it before we came out here.
It's just broken guns for everyone.
my light level is 266, so it's like I'm not.
Oh, that's good.
You could, yeah. I'm sure we can run.
I
you
I
can go
can I
in
not
for
even.
sure.
At
I
this
thought I had
point,
to
where
be
everyone's so
270 to
geared
get
up
into it.
already, like you could
you
get,
can-
as long as you hit the I don't know, forgot the limit.
Well, if
is
I
to
get
in.
that-
as long as you can get in, people can baby
If I get that
you.
thing
Yeah.
Zer's selling right now, it'll probably bring me up a bunch, right?
I think it
Yeah,
sells at
actually,
like
'cause it's-
lower.
it's 305.
Is it 305?
Yeah.
He's selling it at 305.
Yes.
That's nuts.
so I'm gonna go up in there, break the game a little bit.
All right, so
and
maybe I'll boot
Well,
it up
that's
tonight
like kind
on
of
the
the one
Xbox.
good thing that Destiny does with all their expansions is like, man, if you haven't really played and aren't like a high enough light level, just fucking play for like 20 minutes and you'll be up there because everything drops at this new level to get you
That
ready
is
for
true.
all this stuff.
Like I guarantee, if I play 20 minutes, I'm gonna be into it and I'll play for like 3 hours.
That's kind of like I had that with Skyrim, where I'd
Yep.
play it for like 20 minutes and be like, all right, well, this is all I'm playing for the next 2 weeks until my little house is giant.
That's
and
why I
have a whole
refuse to
family
buy it
that
on the
I
Switch
don't
because
feed.
I would play it on the Switch.
know.
I want it so bad, but I would play it for 3 hours and never
Well,
touch
that's
it
like-
again.
I'm
I'm not
probably
paying
gonna-
$60 for that experience.
I'm probably gonna buy Stardew Valley for the Switch again.
Oh, I bought it on the Switch because
yeah.
I never played it before, and it's fun.
I've got it on the Xbox and I've spent so much time on it, but I'm like, a Switch is just gonna be terrible for
Like,
me.
I don't think I have played Stardew Valley docked. Like, it's always portable. Like, granted,
good idea, though,
Also,
like-
it's like 98% of my Switch playtime is
Mm-hmm.
handheld. The only time I ever dock it is usually for Mario Kart Online.
I got mad at myself the other day
Because that
because
Pro
like,
controller.
my TV was completely off and it was like right in front of me. I was just sitting in bed playing Mario and I was like, I could be playing that on that big screen right there. It would
Yeah.
look probably.
But you have to get up for that.
Exactly.
There
I
it
have to
is.
stop.
See?
I've been
You
trying
were
to get
gagging at the thought of it.
I've been trying to get a bigger
handle
TV myself, but like it's a whole process. Got to get a new
It is,
console and
dude.
all that. But anyway, we're talking about EA, talking about Bungie, talking about these companies and how they can maybe change their ways a little bit. Well, you know, it's that time of year again when the days are shorter. Don't waste your precious daylight sifting through a sea of search results when looking for the right business software. Get home on time tonight with Capterra.com. Pardon me, I'm just kind of losing it. Whether you're a startup looking to keep better track of customers, a nonprofit hoping to have a record fundraising year, or a business that simply needs better payroll software, you need software, and Capterra's got you covered. You guys might be surprised to know, I actually had a little startup when I was in college, and we were incredibly hands-on with the entire process because it was like a learning experience, and this is something we could definitely have benefited from to make everything a little bit easier. But search Capterra's 400 categories of software and discover the right tool for your business, anything from email marketing to scheduling and accounting and beyond. Capterra makes it easy to find what you're looking for. Capterra has thousands of ratings and reviews from actual software users like you. Best of all, using Capterra is absolutely free, which, man, as a college student would have been awesome. 2018 will be here before you know it, so make sure you've got the software your business needs today to help you do what you do better. Join millions who use Capterra. That's Capterra, Capterra.com/off-topic. Capterra.com/off-topic. Check them out. Free software, get your business rolling. Man, I really could have used that. I had a company when I was very interested in entrepreneurship when I was in college, and I started this company that's very similar to like these subscription boxes that you can get, and it was food based because like as a college student, I want food, I want healthy snacks and all that, but man, is it a pain to juggle classes and like actual business, and I was like, wow, that was great.
All of that.
I learned things. And then I stressed myself out a lot, and then I just went back into video games.
See, that was me. That was me with juggling classes and video games. Not even coming up with a business or anything. So
That's actually about the time that I swapped over into making videos myself, and then thus here I am today.
Dropped out of art school.
What were you? What were you?
I was
focusing on?
What
were you focusing on, like in art school? Were you like
being a
graphic
Jedi.
design?
graphic design, actually. Graphic design.
It was actually the Jedi arts school.
I actually
arts.
managed to squeak an associate's degree in graphic design,
Nice.
but I have my bachelor's in communications.
It shows you have nice Photoshop skills,
yeah.
Andrew.
Thank you.
I remember seeing like a long time ago something you like painted. I think. I wanna say it
Yeah,
was, like,
yeah.
a
I
Gears of
took
War
like
logo.
fine arts and I did
Yeah.
some paintings.
Oh, the finest of arts.
Wait, you guys are talking about fine arts. I realized
I-
just how unclassy it is to drink from this American-sized baby boy.
Painted some naked people, or drew some naked people. That was fun.
I kept it in my collection.
And then they had to
yeah.
keep telling you, Andy, you gotta stop peeping on people.
Yeah, exactly. Just like,
This was not
just
the
stay
design.
right there.
It's art.
yeah, just do the
art.
telescope right there. There we go.
But,
It's like I'm there in person.
Are
That
any
would
of
be
you
the
guys gonna?
creepiest thing ever to see like an apartment in the city, a telescope, and an easel right beside it. Like,
and then you're very Bob Ross about it. Who are you talking to? No,
Well,
just
it's
whoever who's listening.
The voices.
the woman over there.
Voices.
Yeah. The woman over there in 3B. Nice one. There we go.
3B. Nope, that's 3A. Okay.
Well, I'm
to
here
tell
now,
from
so
this
might as well.
distance. God.
Are any of you guys gonna switch over to PUBG and try it out on Xbox?
I might try
Yes.
it. It's free, right?
100%.
Or no, probably not free.
No.
How much is it? $20, $30?
30 probably.
30,
It was 30
okay.
on PC.
I can wreck some kids on a controller. When it comes to mouse and keyboard, I'm still figuring it out. Like I
Yeah,
still
it's a
have
commitment.
them.
You gotta commit
Yeah.
to it.
'Cause,
But
like-
then once you do, you won't want
So,
to go back.
totally.
That was
so
like,
is there controller support on PC right now or no?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're gonna wanna do that.
You
So,
wanna do that.
well, I know that, but
Yeah.
I mean, so what are the controls going to be like on the Xbox? Like, how is like the inventory stuff going to work?
I mean, I'm assuming it's a bunch of like
Button mapping.
scroll wheels and like menus within menus to get
Sure.
stuff done. I don't know. I never touched it. People have already, so I could be completely wrong.
Because I'm still struggling with mouse and keyboard.
I think
Mouse
it's
and
like 30
keyboard is hard
FPS
for
on
Pretty-
like console.
pretty soon it comes out too, right?
Like next week or
December
something.
12th or something?
The new desert map was supposed to come out I think last night. That got
Yeah.
delayed until tonight.
Oh, okay, because yesterday,
Got
it was
delayed
supposed to go live
Got
on the
delayed.
test servers.
Yeah, it's still
But,
live on test servers.
That's what I'm
That
excited
should be fun.
for. I
New
mean,
vehicles, new guns.
Yeah.
So Winchester rifle.
having a new map, because that's another thing. Like when I came in late to PUBG, I was like, I don't know where to land. I don't know where the good stuff is. I don't know where to go. And like everyone, like they've got their tactics.
Balls to the wall, school every
Yeah,
time.
I'm going to school every time. Or like I'm going to church, or I'm going to like the rifle range. or
Take
whatever.
me to church.
And I was like, I don't know where to go. I'm dropping in the middle of this field and run around naked for half an hour, and then I die, like with one headshot from a guy I didn't see. But like it's to finally like be.
I
Like,
played
entry
with
level,
the
a new map will be.
I
nice.
played with a group of friends. I've only played PUBG maybe like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
But like I played like rounds. But I played with a group of friends. But they had always been playing, and I just joined in, and I was new to mouse and keyboard, and I was like, I am precious cargo. You have to keep me alive at all costs. You will carry me, and my team collectively got like chicken dinners like twice in a row. I still have yet to get a single kill, but haven't died yet.
Nice. Well, I think.
And he's been snug in that backpack. He's like, carry me to victory.
Yep.
I think the only kill
I'm
I've gotten,
Yoda. You're Luke. Carry me.
The only kill I've
Minus
gotten in that
being
game
wise.
was when I was recording that fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire
Social.
video,
Oh,
social
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Who
I
wants to
literally-
be a millionaire?
I got one kill and I was like, yes. No one will believe me.
No one will
by
ever
myself
know.
recording
If
something.
no one's watching,
Fuck
did
yeah.
not really get a kill.
Exactly.
I've had some embarrassing PUBG moments where I'm like, I know someone's outside, I know they're coming in, and so I move around a corner to wait for them, and then they just blindly walk in. They don't know I'm there, and so I start shooting, and they have time to turn around, whip out their gun, and just pop, and I'm dead. I'm like,
That's the worst.
cool.
Yeah, but you feel
I
like you shoot them
suck.
like 8 times and then just go, what? Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what? How?
Like there's a guy in a field running. I'm like, pop, pop, pop. I see blood splatting,
Yeah.
and then he goes, oh, okay. Lays down, headshot. I'm just dead. Like,
Or you actually hit your shots and you watch the video footage and it was just desync and it was like
That's happened in Call of Duty.
So many
That's happened in
times.
Call of Duty so much.
World War II. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much fun, but when there's moments where you're just like, I'm landing shots, I'm landing body shots, and they're not hitting, and then you're just dead.
One thing Call of Duty's always done good is like great gunplay. Like I've fallen off the Call of Duty franchise as of late, like the last few games. I think the last one I actually I enjoyed Ghosts more than most people. I liked
Ugh.
I think
Ghosts.
that's when I fell off.
Yeah, I just like
That's what I
having
did.
having the
Black
doggy.
Ops.
I was like, doggy, go get him. But I just like it's just so satisfying when you kill somebody, like the crosshair hit marker. It's that sound that.
That's what
not
it is. It's
even
like
like
that's
Call
like
of Duty, it's
lottery.
just
That's like
Yeah.
just human psyche gets you addicted to noises and flashes and
Yeah, it's just like it's like instant
it's
gratification.
So just crazy. It's hectic. It's like ADHD. You're like and I'm like I can't
I was
keep
more
up
of
with this
I was
anymore.
more of a Battlefield player than COD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that's why
that's kind of same
That's
here.
why I like Counter Strike because Counter Strike is a game where it's just bare bone. Like you have
That's
a gun.
a game I still could play. I haven't played that yet.
That's oof.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good
yeah, probably not
You're gonna
going
have
to
to
jump in
burn
now.
some midnight oil on that
Just
game.
like,
to
hey
get-
guys,
That's one of
catch
the
up.
nice games though.
Hello.
It's like the more effort you put into it, like you can put so much time and effort into that game that game's like League or Dota where it's still always gonna be around. And
Yeah.
like it's just gun skill versus gun skill. It's like you have a gun, I have a gun, there's no bullshit abilities, we're gonna shoot each other. And then that's also one of the games where I never find myself going, how the fuck did he kill me? Or how did that happen? I'm always just like, oh, I fucked up. Or, oh, I just didn't hit my shots. Or he hit his shots or whatever.
You're not playing the game right.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
be mad
I'm
about
not-
it. Like fucking
Super
bullshit.
pissed.
I was fired right at his face, point
Thank
blank.
God.
Somehow missed.
Thank
Don't know.
God, like, PUBG did not win Game of the Year. That would have set me off. Like, I get why it was nominated. It's super
Well, it also- it
popular,
wasn't-
really blew up.
it wasn't
But,
done
like,
yet, right?
compared to games like
Zelda
Zelda
and Mario.
Oh, yeah.
like, okay, you nominated, fine, we'll give you that. But there's no way in hell
Were,
that
were you
should
upset that
win
Overwatch
that.
won? I mean, that was the full game that Overwatch won last year.
That's game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you be upset by that?
Yeah, what?
I mean,
At the time, I
maybe
was
like
way
like
into
an only
Overwatch,
multiplayer
100%.
game. I don't know.
Dude,
Like
Overwatch
I
is still
Overwatch
I
been
get it.
multiplayer,
I'm
what?
not as big into Overwatch as most gamers. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's just I don't know. Just not
I
a
hit it
fan of like
hard
arena
up
type
front.
shooters.
Like I was never excited about it. Came out, you and Larry were playing it, Matt, and I was like, maybe I'll get involved with it. I don't really care. So I was like, fine, I'll buy it, I'll play it, and all that. So I think I was helping you with a video, and then after that I started playing. I was like, I'll dabble, and then I like hit it hard for that month, and then I quickly fell off. Very fun. It's a little too repetitive, and so like I usually cycle on to the next.
But
game.
I also don't
It's-
play
it's a
a lot
good
of
game to-
multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Like I
Gotcha.
like story-based single-player experiences, and it's a very limited market now for that. And there's so many,
Unfortunately.
and there's so many online games, and I only play like a handful of online games, so I miss out on a lot of things.
Overwatch is great to me because they add like new shit pretty regularly, like new maps and new characters and stuff like that. And it's good because I'm trying this thing now where a multiplayer game, especially, I'll play like maybe 10 or 15 like matches, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna play that for like a week. And instead of like burning myself out on it, it's kind of like a rotation.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah, it's nice to have like now I have just games that I come back to, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like Counter Strike, PUBG, Rainbow Six. They're just like, oh, like Rainbow Six just dropped new ops and new map. I'm like, cool, new season, new ops, new map. I'm back in. I'll play it. I'll get ranked. Come back and forth for a little bit, and then just drop it until the new stuff comes out. Oh, cool, PUBG new map. Come back to that, etc. So.
Yeah. You have a nice
That's
little
nice.
cycle of games in case you get
Yeah,
tired of them.
and you might start like if you like single player games, or you feel like a lot of multiplayer games are being pushed out more. You might find happiness in a game like Rust, where there's just you create your own type of story.
Yeah, I
and
wanted to get in Rust for like 7
more
days.
more role playing type.
Yeah, I
type,
do enjoy like
multiplayer
role-playing
games.
experiences like that.
I was just looking over at you, being like,
I'm like,
Trying to inhale.
I'm about to go blind to
everything.
the world real quick. Hold on a second. Let me just no one attack me while I take a nice sip of my water. Anyone there?
You disappeared for a second.
I don't want anyone attacking me now.
Now it looks
Here
like
I am.
Yeah.
God.
It's pretty heavy.
I mean, look on the bright side, that's healthy.
Do you have to pee
It's
yet?
like
Yeah.
this thick too. It's
If
just
I
like-
drank that much water ever,
Solid
I
insulation.
would probably be okay for the rest of my life.
Matt, how long actually?
That can't be
Man, I'm just digging into Matt again. But Matt,
Sorry,
this is 100 ounces,
100 ounces.
pure American
Hot seat.
water.
I don't know if we want a pure American water, but can we have filtered?
Pure American water.
Okay.
How about diet water light?
How long on a
With
day-to-day
tea.
basis would it take for Matt Bragg to go through this much water?
On a day-to-day basis?
Like
Matt Bragg doesn't drink
I mean,
water.
like, what is your daily consumption
look.
to make 100 ounces total up?
My daily consumption?
And I don't mean like,
Like, how many
I don't mean
days?
like the couple of ounces that's in a soda can.
How
of
many?
Water. I
How,
mean,
how
like, I mean
much?
pure
If I were to
water.
fill this, how
8
much?
ounces.
8 ounces.
ounces?
Maybe 12 ounces.
Okay. Well, I have about 2 of these a day.
Wow.
Of water?
So
Nice
yeah.
job.
Okay, well, that's after this.
How much water do you swallow when you
That's
take a
about
shower?
a quarter of
Does
what
that
you
count
need.
too?
I don't know.
Osmosis.
We'll have to think about it. There you go.
Yeah.
Jones.
Do you guys eat in
was
the
a
shower?
film.
That was a film.
Are you
Wait,
guys,
wait, hang on.
have
Whoa,
eaten
whoa,
in
whoa.
the
Hang on,
shower.
shut up. What'd you say?
have you guys eaten in the shower before?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
No?
What?
I've brushed my teeth in the shower.
That's the extent.
That's the
What are you
weirdest
doing, like,
I get in the
fucking
shower.
Preparing a 12-course breakfast
How do you
and
eat
eating
in
in
the
the
Well,
shower?
the thing, I was like, I'm such like a neat freak, so I hate like oils all over my hands and stuff. So sometimes I'll take like something really oily,
You're fucking with
and then
me.
like jump in the shower and be like, ha 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 ha.
Now I don't have to
I'll
worry
eat
about
it,
it.
and I'm like, I
slobbering
can
down my
instantly
hands
just
like
wash
normal.
it off. And I was like, this cookie's mine. No?
He's like,
All right.
I had this nice roast dinner and I'm gonna go eat it in the shower.
You can get sloppy in the
I mean-
shower, that's all I'm saying.
I've eaten in the shower before, but I don't know about getting sloppy with some cookies.
I'm not like drowning my face in it, but I'm like eating it. Like,
Okay, so I'm
drain
probably
that.
picturing the wrong kind of food. Like I'm like picturing Alfredo with a bucket of fried chicken, going, "Oh, I
no,
love
no,
this
no, I'm not in there with
Like
the full.
I can get the grease off instantly.
Well, but see, like,
I mean,
I'm Alfredo.
yes, though, yes.
Alfredo in the shower with my cookies and my breakfast.
What do you mean? Okay,
water dripping all
okay,
over.
what kind of food have you eaten in the shower?
Yeah.
I
Verify
mean,
what the
like
fuck this is.
cookies, or maybe like the last bites of like half a burger, maybe. And
Okay, so
anything where I can multitask quick. Where I'm just like, oh man, this water's a little cold, and just like, turn it hotter.
But you already have the food in there.
I gotta make sure I don't get my burger wet. So
Oh,
I gotta leave
absolutely.
it
You don't want a soggy burger on the bun.
This is
Then
the
don't eat in the
strangest
fucking
thing I've
shower.
ever
Here's
heard
the
in my
thing.
life.
Have you? Okay, let's extrapolate.
Yeah.
You can eat in the
I don't
shower.
even care about people.
Have
fucking
you
I've never
lamps
heard of
anymore.
this.
Have you
But
ever
eating in
at
the
least
shower?
had a-
What?
Do people eat in the shower?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
I've never heard of this.
You guys are freaks.
Not
Have you ever-
having a.
we're free.
I'm not
Maybe-
talking like a
maybe-
broadcast. Like
okay.
no, I'm not talking about having a
Maybe
full-blown meal.
eating in the
I'm talking about
bathtub
a
would be
snack.
different.
Okay,
That's-
now
that's
that's
a
absurd.
snack.
No.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
never heard of
acceptable.
that?
Eating in the bathtub
You make
fine.
a little toast right by your bathtub.
No,
super
I'm not
fine.
talking
It's no
about
big deal.
full-blown meals.
Then the bread gets soggy.
I can only eat standing up. I'm not taking a bath with it.
You can take a bath because then all the
true.
crumbs
Whenever you
get
go to
into
the
the water
restaurant,
and
you're
it
just
floats
sitting
with
there.
you.
You
Man,
don't
this
replace-
My
meal
plates don't.
Okay, I'm not bringing a plate to the fucking shower.
That's where you get
That's
crazy. That's where it's
ridiculous.
weird.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Bringing a plate into the shower.
Come on. Like what?
Well,
and then
I mean,
I gotta
I
get
guess-
out of the shower, put the plate on the toilet. That's
Okay,
unsanitary.
okay. Let's bring it down to like the
Yeah.
pedestrian level. Have you guys at least had like a shower beer or like a?
No,
you're in a
I
nice
don't think
hot
I've
shower
ever
and a nice cool
consumed
drink?
Okay.
anything in the shower.
You guys are freaks.
The way
Apparently.
the way I
I
look
haven't
at
been
it,
living life. I haven't been living life.
the way-
Bonus.
That's dangerous. I get tipsy off of one beer, I'll fall in the shower. I can't do that.
Falls
And
crazy.
he's in the shower like,
Andy's over here like Final Destination
Like a
shit.
fucking
Like
Jedi.
things are tweaking while he's not looking. and falls and-
Yesterday morning, I was taking a shower like I do most mornings. And the
Good boy.
cat jumped in the fucking shower. Like usually
that's
he
a
walks.
good thing.
Usually he walks
No.
between the liner and the
Yes.
curtain, which was fine. I was like, whatever.
Wait,
you're
do you
doing
have a
your thing.
short-haired cat or a long-haired cat?
Short-haired cat.
yeah,
You've got a long-haired
I do have a
cat.
long-haired cat, and she's not allowed in the bathroom ever again.
See,
Well, his litter box is in the bathroom because I don't have a lot of
well,
rooms.
I got
So-
an apartment with a second bathroom specifically so I could give it to the cat and just be like, "That's yours."
The guest bathroom is the cat
That's
bathroom?
yours.
just
You stay
shit
in
all
there.
over the floor.
It's, you
Yeah.
can do that. That's fine. I'm gonna close
That's
the
like-
door and just.
You're the one living here.
with how much the cat tracks litter in the bathroom was like I had to steam it
Oh,
every
yeah.
week. Every
That's
Friday
the only thing about
Friday
cats.
I steam the floor, so I had to do it today when I get home. But he jumped in the shower. He stood in the shallow end where the water wasn't flowing on him, and he was just like, and he just walked over to where I was.
Real quick. You have a shallow end and a deep end in your shower.
Well, I'm saying not shallow.
Well,
I'm saying like.
that way, Matt, so you can dive in.
Well, actually, the shower is a little bit elevated,
Yeah.
isn't it not? Usually.
Yes,
It's
so it
it's
can
great
drain.
for the drain.
Apartment's curved.
It's like a
Well,
half.
so the
I
water
guess
goes
you're-
down the drain.
I was-
It's like a
okay,
half a
never mind,
degree.
Yeah.
but not enough to be like, oh, there's a shallow and a
Exactly.
deep
Right.
end.
Well, I was just trying to he was at the far end. He was
I
at
hopped
the
in the
far
shower the other
end.
day, and the lifeguard's like,
I wanna hear it.
no
If
diving in the
what would you
shower.
call it then? It's not the shallow end. It's not the far end. The front, the back. What would you call that part of the
Yeah,
shower?
actually, that sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway, so the cat's in the back.
So he's in the back of the shower. That actually sounds good. He's in the back of the shower, and the cat kind of just meanders towards where I am. He stands in the water. The water's pouring on him for like 2 seconds. Realizes what's happening, freaks the fuck out, runs out, knocks over all the soap and conditioner, and just leaves.
I'm weird for eating food in the shower. This guy's showering with his pussy, and it's okay.
I mean,
I don't control the cat
shower
walking
was
into the
pussy.
shower. Like I
I've
just
seen
kept the
my-
door
I've
cracked
seen-
and the
I feel
door
like
just came
cats.
in.
Cats are either just hate everything, so they don't do anything.
My cat's
or-
pretty chill.
Or they're pretty chill and they get themselves into some danger. Like I've
Yeah.
seen so many videos of cats like, "What is this bathtub full of water?" Wah! And then they're in it, and then they freak out. And they don't know how to get out.
Like I just bought like a mini Christmas tree 2 nights ago, and I'm gonna put it up tonight. And it's like it's like a 3-foot tall one. It's like $20 at Walmart. So I got it specifically to see if the cat's gonna knock it over or not. It's like
Yes.
a test Christmas tree because it's really small. So if the cat doesn't fuck with it, then maybe next year I'll get like a nicer tree.
What's it? You got to get a bigger tree so they're more intimidated by it.
It's true. Because
Yeah,
I'm literally
don't try
gonna
to knock
I'm literally
over
gonna
like
put
a
it like
big
on a
tree.
tray table in the corner, like on the, and just like because right now I think the only like the Wii U stand is there. It's like I haven't played the Wii U, so I'm gonna just put that in the closet and
Yeah.
put the tree there and some ornaments on it and see if the cat doesn't destroy it.
So your cat jumped in the shower, then ran out, right?
Yeah, but he didn't like freak out. He kind of like ran out and then I blow dried him because he was fucking soaking wet and he was just laying there and he was just like whatever.
see,
like most cats would freak the fuck out from a blow dryer.
My cat jumped in the shower and was like, I'm gonna stay in here, and rolled around, got completely wet, and then when I got out of the shower, I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta dry you off. I took the towel down to wrap it around her. That was when she lost her shit.
Yeah.
Well, she's got to
Ran-
mop the floor first.
Well, that's what she
Yeah.
That's what she's after.
ran around my old apartment, rolled over on all the couches, and then was just like, I'm here now.
I mean, I know you don't like really train a cat, but you can train a cat kind
Oh,
of
you
like
can train a cat.
you train them in a sense that they go, okay, human, I will do it, but like not because you told me to.
Okay,
But like your
human.
cat
She-
is like still like on the far end of that, which is like I'm gonna do whatever I want and you can go kill yourself.
She's the problem with her is she's identified what she can and can't do,
Yeah.
and then she's like, he's not gonna kill me.
Has she interacted with liquid
Yeah.
yet?
The snake?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she tries
Do you
to
have
kill him,
anything
like,
else called liquid
every
in your
day.
house or no?
Water.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, no, she'll go up to the snake every night and just be like,
Against the
I
glass,
will.
right?
Someday I'll
Stop.
get in there and I'll kill you,
Stop.
but the snake's like, you can try.
yeah.
I'll get you.
What I
Come
fucking
on, you
what I,
bitch.
I'm a poa.
what I love and hate about her is like when I'm gone, she's just still.
Just chill.
It's just
That's what I
like,
think.
yeah,
My cat just
exactly.
powers down when I'm like
It's like a Roomba.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Except it doesn't
literally-
pick up after itself, or doesn't pick up anything at all.
It's-
But it's like I'll leave the
In fact,
house
it makes
and like
the house dirty.
I'll leave the house and I'll see because my apartment's not that big, so I'll notice that there's like a cat toy in the middle of the floor here. I have like a pen on the counter here, and I get home and everything's still in place. But as soon as I'm home, he's like, "Oh, what's this? Knock that over. What's this? Knock that over. What's this? Oh, knock that over."
It's like
Stop.
maybe they're like baby Newtons and they're just trying to figure out gravity.
Maybe
And they're just like, hey,
figure out gravity when I'm not
check
home.
this
And
out.
then,
You
well,
look
exactly.
Look what
If
I
you
just
did it-
figured out. And just knock everything
Yeah.
onto the ground.
Like the only thing she does when I'm not there is I was gone for a week for Christmas one time, and she pissed all over the bed, and then she never got to be in the
None of
bedroom
this
when I
sounds
was gone.
fun at all whatsoever.
You climb in at night.
No, my
it's
cat's
nice
pretty
and
chill.
dark. And
They're-
you're like, why is it warm and
It's like
moist?
knocking everything around. It's pretty
Exactly.
chill.
It's pretty fun. It's still fun to play with.
It's like there's moments with a cat where you're like, this is worth it. Like when they're on your chest and they're all purring and like, I love you.
I
and
live
you're like,
for these.
"I
Getting
love
hair
you."
everywhere.
Yeah, and then
Cretins.
like 5 seconds later when they jump off, you remember like, man, I fucking hate that.
Well,
animal."
because also
it's just annoying.
when your cat jumps off of your chest, is it like a gentle dismount?
No.
Mine's just like and just like
Claws
lunges.
in.
Yeah.
Well, so I've got the cat trees like right by my bed, and
Yeah.
thank God my girlfriend's side is closer to that because the cat has started jumping from the tree to the bed, and like in the middle of the night, like maybe 4 in the morning, I hear like, ugh! And I'm like, what? I think she's like dying or something, and she's
Your
like,
cat just jumped on her.
the cat just jumped on me. It's okay. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and go
You
back.
know
to
what
sleep.
you can do, man.
You put a
Simply
glass
move-
sheet right there. The cat just starts hitting its face into the. Then that fucker's not gonna jump in the bed anymore.
Then I have to go to the bed.
You could simply move the tree, but that's neither here
We've
nor
moved
there.
it twice.
I
The thing is,
mean,
She'll
we
always
moved it-
find the bed.
it's true.
Look, that
we
takes
moved
effort.
it.
Can you move to another room?
Well,
the
no,
glass
because
sheet
like
is
then she jumps on
effortless.
other shit.
Oh, okay.
We had it over on the other side of the room, but then she was like, "Oh, this holds up all the blinds, eh? That can probably support my weight," and it can't, as it turns out.
Down
Yeah.
all the blinds.
And that doesn't belong to us. So if my apartment complex owners are watching, that didn't happen. That was there when I got there. Actually.
You know that I was supposed to put a deposit down for the cat, and I've told my apartment complex so many times, like, I have a cat now. What is the paperwork I'll fill out? They're like, oh yeah, we'll send it to you. I still haven't received this paperwork. I've had this cat for like 3 months, and it's just like, I'm gonna stop reminding him. So it's like I have
Andy, first off, why do you sound mad that you're not paying extra?
Well, because it's like,
money
I don't want them to be like, you have a cab? What do you haven't paid for? I was like, I know, because I keep trying to tell you, like, I don't want to get fined extra money.
This is a scenario where I can imagine Andy's built the conversation up in his head.
Oh yeah, I've
There's
had
an
it
argument
times.
brewed there. Whereas when reality
That's 90% of my conversations.
Yeah, let's be like,
when reality strikes, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, just fill this out, and he'll be like,
give me my moment.
fine.
At my old apartment, a new management company, they came in like in between, and they did some stuff when I renewed the lease, and they were like, okay, so everything seems good here. Do you still have that cat? And I was like, no.
He
Nope.
died.
Nope, it died. And they're like, okay, I'm sorry to hear about that. Didn't pay for the cat because they were like trying to do like pet rent
Andy
for it.
trying to give them money,
Look.
like take my fucking money. Matt over here trying to sneak his cat like across.
It's not. It
enemy
wasn't.
lines.
Apartment, yeah.
It wasn't even that, but it was a situation where it's like they wanted to charge me $30 for pet rent every month, and I was like, "That's not." When I picked this place, there was no pet rent. That will not be happening.
Damn.
Man, this is a responsibility
Cali,
you have.
They,
like,
they made
as a
me.
pet
They made me pay another deposit too,
Matt's also like,
despite the fact.
What's your
this
pet
bag of food
deposit?
is $30. You're
no,
eating
not
half
for
of
that.
what you're normally eating.
My
Okay.
pet deposit's like $150 though.
My pet deposit. Okay, when I first moved into my apartment, my pet deposit, because I signed the lease, was $100. And then like a month after I moved into my apartment, it gets heftier. A month after I moved into my apartment, it got bought out by another like company, and they started like re-renovating it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, my rent's gonna go up, blah blah blah. It only went up like an X amount, like a really small amount of money, so that's fine. So I'm saying, and so I just renewed my lease. But I looked at like their pet fees, $400.
Yeah.
What?
For one cat.
That was
Holy
why I told them I
crap.
didn't have the cat
Are you
because
sure
they
that's
had a
not
new
the security
deposit. For it.
Like that's the deposit,
That's
and
the
then you have the
deposit for
monthly.
the. I don't know, but that's for like the cat, because that's the security deposit, and then there's like a $10 fee every month.
You know, one apartment fucked it up. One apartment had like 10 cats, and they just slaughtered that
Yep.
apartment. Just tore up the woodwork,
Cats and all.
tore up the blinds, tore up the carpet, shit all over
The only
everything, 'cause,
thing
you know,
that I
they
will
do
have
that.
to pay for is he already put like a few decent sized holes in the screen, so I have to like never open
Oh,
the
yeah.
slider again. So he's had the screen.
Dude, when I was living somewhere,
He,
like,
like,
None of this
climbed up the
sounds
screen.
good or awesome whatsoever.
But cats are cute.
Yeah, they're cute.
I had a dog.
You can
like,
go pick them up and go, oh, you're so cute.
I had a
looking."
roommate with a dog one time, and we didn't have a screen on the back door. And the roommate, when I first moved here, like always wanted the back door open because they're like, "Oh, it's cheaper than having the AC." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's fucking hot outside. Also, there's just bugs everywhere now. Like, what's wrong with you?" So I put in a screen. Almost immediately, their dog, just like, "Oh, I want to go outside," and would scratch the window by habit and just scratched a huge gaping hole into the screen, making it pretty much pointless because then all the fucking
Yeah.
pets, man, they can love them or hate them. I love pets when you have them. They're like trained properly, they're not dicking around like wild beasts.
My cat, I've talked about this before, but my fucking cat, whenever I'm playing anything in my living room, she's like, yeah, I'm going to jump in front of the TV right now at the worst possible moment. And she knows she's not supposed to do that. I've thrown her off of that entertainment center more times than I can count. The wall has plenty of dents showing what she's done, but she
Yes.
won't.
Many of dents of
fucking
which
stop.
Matt shoulder checked her into the wall.
Matt's like, look at
fucking
what
stop.
the cat did. This dent to my wall. That
Mike-
not me throwing
Not
the cat.
me,
did.
My cat has never really walked up with the TV, but he always knows exactly where the Apple TV remote is, and it's like a really thin remote with like a pressure-sensitive button at the top. He always sits on it. He always
I
pauses and
imagine
rewinds my
the
show.
cat has one claw out with like the nail, like it goes beep.
But it's like I'll be watching like 30 Rock or Parks and Rec or whatever, and I'm just like 3/4 of the episode, and then I look up and it's rewinding. It's like at the halfway point, and then it's going to the quarter. I was like, what's happening? And just like the cat's sitting on the fucking remote, rewinding the TV show.
God, dude.
All right. Well, I want to remind everybody that's watching right now that this episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Blue Apron. Love Blue Apron. It's been super helpful. I've got a busy lifestyle. Every time I get home, I just want to be lazy. So they make cooking at home super easy, super efficient. And Blue Apron delivers fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes right to your door that can be cooked in under 45 minutes. So like I said, nice and easy, quick, nutritious dinner. The meal changes every week based on what's in season and designed by Blue Apron by their in-house culinary team. Blue Apron offers 12 new recipes each week, and customers can pick 2, 3, 4 recipes based on what best fits their schedule. So Blue Apron sends only non-GMO ingredients and meat with no added hormones. Some of the recipes featured in December include baked tilapia, sheet pan roasted pork, and chili butter steaks. Blue Apron believes in making incredible home-cooked meals accessible for everybody. Blue Apron is treating off-topic listeners to their first dinner, which is a $30 value when you visit blueapron.com/off-topic. So check out this week's menu and get $30 off with free shipping at blueapron.com/off-topic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. And I gotta tell you, love pork, love steaks, love tilapia, so I know December's gonna be looking good on Blue Apron.
Is tilapia whitefish?
It is.
Okay, I could probably stomach it. I don't like red fish at all.
You don't like salmon?
I don't like salmon.
What?
I'm not a big
Delicious.
fish person. I like
Not really
fish,
either.
which sucks because I grew up for 23 years on a place called Cape Cod. By the way, you don't live in Cape Cod. You live on Cape Cod. It's a difference.
Argue in the comments below.
No, there's no argument.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
wrong.
it's-
It's you live on Cape Cod. You don't live in Cape Cod.
Is it?
You live in
it's not an
Massachusetts.
island, right?
It's a peninsula.
It's a peninsula.
Yeah, it's because it's cut off from the mainland. Granted, it was a man-made canal,
Sure.
only
if it's-
connected by 2 bridges.
I
That's
live
an island.
on Austin, Texas.
What?
I live on Austin, Texas.
You live in Austin, Texas.
No, I live on it.
No, you live in it. You can only live on. You can only live on.
You
Cape
could
Cod.
technically do both, right?
Yeah, but it's weird
I mean,
because
I live on
You
the
used to
ground
live
that
in
is
Cape
Austin,
Cod,
Texas.
and I now live on here on
off
Austin, on off topic.
I,
live on.
I understand the joke. I did not find it funny. I live on.
Thank you for announcing that, letting me know.
I live
I
on
mean,
Cape
I,
Cod.
don't, I think living on a peninsula or on an island kind of it makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is there really an argument for it?
No,
back
it's just
home,
it's
or,
just
like-
people. No, it's just like when I grew up. I
people
was just
correct
like
you?
when I was like, oh, we're vacationing, we're going on Cape, we're going on Cape Cod.
Going
but
on
then
the Cape.
it's not an argument at all. But it's some people say, oh, you live in Cape Cod. I was like, I lived on Cape Cod. I'm the asshole that corrects them. That's the argument. It's me going, well, I lived on it. Like, no, you lived in
It's-
it. No, I live in Massachusetts on Cape Cod.
It's a moment that you
I
can't
live
just
in a
let go,
cave.
but you don't want to.
you live on
in
the
a
Cape or in the
cave?
Cape?
You could
outside
live.
of.
You could live on a cave.
On top of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
on top of the cave.
In fact, we probably are. There's probably a cave way.
I'm sure we're over a
Whatever.
bunch of
Yeah.
caves.
I used to go to caves a lot, but being from the Midwest.
Spelunking
there's
is
so
what
many
it's called.
caves
There you go.
in Indiana, southern Indiana, and in Kentucky. So that would be like a quick trip that my cousin and my grandfather we'd just do as like a bonding trip, and like it was awesome because there's these huge rooms and you're like you don't really realize how deep underground you are. But like then I'd see videos and like they'd have like the advanced paths that were like super tight, like I don't know how a body would get through there or why anyone just said, I'm gonna go down there. And it's like a butt crack of a hole in the wall. But like, yeah, spelunking gives me the weebie-jeebies.
I'm claustrophobic, so I
Like,
really can't do it.
I'd be so nervous about getting trapped.
Yep.
Because like
Those
what
are-
happens then?
yeah.
You don't remove the earth that's above you. There's
Yep.
like
Sure.
hundreds
That's
of
why I
Just
could
drill
never
back
be a
up.
coal miner.
That's fine.
just start scraping
Yeah,
away.
That's where that
No, you
lube
go
and mayonnaise comes into
zigzag,
play.
like when you're running from a crocodile.
Just
just
rub yourself
upwards.
down.
That's why I'm also afraid of like
Just
the deep
walking around
ocean.
with like a belt full of mayonnaise.
Hell
Like
yeah.
WD-40.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wiggle around.
I love deep sea documentaries, but I'm petrified of the ocean. Of like
I
the
want
Elassophobia?
to go
What's it?
shark diving.
it
Or
called
like,
No,
Like,
I won't do that.
You want to do it in the cage?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, what's wrong with you?
What? That's
That's-
awesome.
All it takes is one
The
like
cage with, like, great whites?
jaw-sized
Oh
great
my
white
God,
to
that'd
just
be
eat the
sick.
cage, and then that's
Jackie
it.
won't let me do it. She's like, if
Yeah,
you do
she's
that,
smart.
you have to jump out of a plane with me. Fuck that. My ass is staying on
Oh,
the
yeah, no,
ground.
I did
Yeah.
that one time.
I won't do that either.
I won't.
I'm staying on the ground.
I will
I'll be
not.
on the ground.
After seeing what happened to
Not
Peggy
in the
Hill,
ground.
In the ground.
Not on the ground.
I'll never
Yeah.
jump off of an airplane.
I was kind
Yeah.
of pushed out of an airplane. I was like, there was one time where I I was in
shoot.
college, I was on an
It just
internship, and I was like,
expands.
you know what? I want to go skydiving. So we went skydiving like the next day, and I'm strapped up to some man's belly because that's what you have to
Yeah.
do when you can't do it by yourself. You'll probably just hit the ground.
Okay,
and
I
he's-
would probably do that.
And he's like, yeah. So all the
As
controls.
long as
in
I'm
his
strapped
hand.
into a big burly man, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
he had all the control. So like the back of the plane opens, he's like, "We're gonna walk to the edge, and then I'm gonna count
Or a
to
confident
3,
woman.
and then off we're gonna go." And so like we kind of like baby walk over me on his. I'm like 2 feet taller than this guy was, so it's not a giant burly man. It was more like a, "You okay back
He
there?"
was like your backpack.
yeah. So I went, "Okay, here we go."
Yeah.
But we walked like we're walking towards the edge. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna stop, right? And then we're gonna brace ourselves, and then oh my god! And then we just walked straight out. But it's
the way to do
just,
it.
It's just
Yeah.
that initial push, which is the
Dude.
tough part. But like, you're immediately up to speed, and then it just feels like wind on you.
I was bamboozled for my birthday because Jackie was like, "It's your birthday. I'm gonna take you out somewhere." So she put
something that she wants to do and you don't wanna do?
Yeah, she put
Yeah.
some googly eyes on me so I couldn't see. It was like a blindfold. She was driving me around. But I
Yeah,
have terrible,
wait, she just-
I have
googly
terrible
eyes, I
motion
can't see.
sickness. So the whole time I was like, oh.
Oh,
And
God.
then I think I told you the story before. We got out of the car and it was just this big open field. I turned around, she has a camera. She's like, "What do you think we're doing here today?" I was like, "You're done with me. I'm dead. Like this is
exactly.
this is a
She's
hit
just
right
like,
here."
Run.
And then all of a sudden, I hear just a, and she's like, "We're jumping out of a plane today," and I was like, "The fuck we ain't! Like, I'm not jumping out of a goddamn plane right now today.
God.
You gotta warm."
So you did it or no?
Hell no! What the
she just
fuck
go
does my
twice?
ass look like jumping out of a perfectly good plane?
It's just like a still image of
Bring it back around.
Like that is something that one, I have terrible motion sickness, and
Yeah.
two, I have a severe fear of heights.
Okay.
And like maybe one day
Assuming
you
you're
could
not
like
a roller coaster fan.
I love roller coasters, but I throw up afterwards. Like
See, I can do up and down and upside down. I can't do the teacups. I can't.
I
Spin.
threw up on the teacup.
I can't
Like,
spin.
legit
I don't like
threw up,
spinning.
and then they had to stop the ride. People came and
Or the
It was
thing where you're like
embarrassing.
Velcro to the wall.
Yeah.
I hate that. You
Yeah.
spin.
But no, I just couldn't. That's you know what I mean. When it's like one of my biggest fears, you gotta baby step me into
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You know. But I love her to death though. She wanted to like make something really awesome, and I just couldn't go through with it. But she got to go jump off the plane, and she couldn't get reimbursed for my ticket, so
Yeah.
instead she got the video package.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So
That way.
Did you go up on the plane with her
sit
or
here
no?
terrified the whole time.
You just
I mean,
stand-
I would have loved to have gone up on
Andy.
the plane. I didn't think that was an option.
Andy.
I was
just sees his
like, I
girlfriend
need to sit
fall out of the
down.
plane.
Like my
Yeah.
motion sickness
Andy,
is
what
killing
you don't
me.
realize, those planes don't land. Once they take off, they're gone. You have to jump
Yeah,
out.
yeah, everyone jumps out of them. Yeah,
I mean, that's why skydiving is so expensive.
yeah,
because
yeah,
that's
yeah. Alfredo watched Jackie out, and then the pilot.
What do I do?
There's an extra backpack. over there.
This is
Okay,
where I
how
use
you
my
wanna take
terrible
it?
GTA skills to pilot the plane.
I'm tapping A. Nothing's happening.
Oh, God,
I was
hit
told if I
Y.
hit Y, I was supposed to reset.
What would you do if you walked in the cockpit of a plane and it's just an Xbox controller? You're like, oh my god.
I would not be
I would be able.
surprised.
I would be able to land the plane.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, back the fuck up. I've done this before.
I'm a fucking great. I mean, if the plane handled just like it does in Grand Theft Auto 5, I'd land that fucker down. I'm fucking great at planes in GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got those rudders. That's it's all the secret.
Well,
is
here's the
all
thing.
in the
all-
bumpers.
Here's the thing, because I'm a loser, I always play by myself GTA, and like I pretend like the engine has so I shut the engine off, put the landing gear up, and I do like emergency landings. I do that all the time.
in the water.
I'm
Not in the water,
I should
like
do that with
like on the
planes.
streets of Los Santos. I do it like in the streets of Los Santos. Like what would I
running a
do?
roll
Like,
plate
like in a
his head.
single propeller
Andy.
plane, and just do like this so the plane doesn't blow up.
Have
and-
you ever Denzel Washingtoned it, where you like you have to save the plane upside down?
I see nothing but houses.
Scrape the plane upside down on the ground and then turn it.
That was awesome.
Hit a church and land it.
Fucking love that movie.
Dude, we need an HD remake of Crimson Skies.
I thought they were working on it. I know
Are
they?
they?
They put that out.
That was an
for,
awesome playing game.
the
I usually don't like playing games.
I like
but
IL2
that was
Sturmovik. That was
awesome.
fucking cool.
Just give me like a little mini Dreamcast, please, so I
the
can
way
play like
you-
Power Stone.
That'd be
and-
pretty
The way you
chill,
play GTA
Yeah.
is like how I used to play games. Where like
Oh, yeah, now you're jaded and hate everything.
No, I don't hate everything. I just don't have the time to enjoy it the way I
Yeah.
used to. Like I remember beating Spyro and then being like, "All right, Matt's quest, let's do this," and just doing dumb shit through
Yeah.
the level. But I wish I could do that. I wish I still had time to be like,
That's why.
I'm gonna save the plane from crash landing.
Like I was starting to
save
get
everybody.
bored with GTA Online because it's just like I don't buy shark cards anymore. Just 'cause I don't have the money to or to
Yeah,
invest
well,
in
I
stuff.
mean, that's-
so that's what I'm loving about GTA on PC is like I have single player mods and there's a weapon there's a vehicle spawner. You can spawn basically every single DLC car online. So it's like I never have to spend money on shark cards again. I still have the fun I have because it's like I didn't have a big group of people to play with, so I never got to finish all the heists. Never got to do that.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, oh, now I can drive the Batmobile for free and just have fun and do whatever I want. Don't have to worry about the missions behind it or spending a shit ton of money on it. Just like I love GTA Online, but honestly, like the shark card experience was killing it for me. It's like
Yeah.
I didn't have the disposable income to spend $200 on GTA every month
Yeah.
for the new shit that I wanted.
Right. Well, that's the thing I always got into GTA 4.
That was quick.
What's this?
Someone drew Alfredo eating a cookie in the shower.
Looking shifty.
Someone
in the shower.
drew me like I retweeted, but like drew me in the shower like eating. It's too quick, too talented.
He's over here like looking shifty. I always liked GTA.
Just
when I
snacks,
was a
man.
kid.
Not like a full blown meal. Come on, guys. It's
listen,
only every once in a while.
What you described
It's
to
only
us
every
was
once
like
in a
meal
while.
in the shower.
It's just like, you know what? Like,
I could get a meal
wanna
in the
take a
tub 'cause
shower.
the
I got a
water
couple
is
bites of my
involved.
All I
burger.
can do
Why
is
not?
like is
Multitask.
picturing when Kramer was like making the salad in the
No.
shower and he had like the garbage disposal built into the
I've done
drain.
it like I do it like maybe like twice a year. When I'm like, I got a couple bites left. I want to take a shower. I'm
Dude, that's a good idea.
multitask.
I hope you get
bottom
like
Everyone
a
thinks
couch.
I'm like bibbing it up with a full
I hope to get like a
fork and
calendar
There's a
reminder, like,
chair, like,
oh,
and
it's
everything.
shower dining day. Let's.
The closest
let's
I've
go
ever
on
come
in.
to eating in the shower, which I haven't, but it was coming back. I took like an Uber back from the VIP party, and I had them stop at McDonald's, so I got McDonald's.
You can do that?
Yeah, you can if you just
Yeah.
talk to them. Just
I-
like, hey, it's
oh,
like,
well,
I,
the
can
Uber's
you
just
like,
taking your
first of
place.
all,
yeah, it was like, can you stop? I mean, besides, I live right next to McDonald's.
Yeah.
So
first of all, what you said is, yeah, if you just talk to them, but that doesn't happen in an Uber for me.
yeah, it's the only time I ever talk to
it's-
somebody. It's
I'll
like, hey,
talk-
stop at
Uber
McDonald's.
drivers talk all the time.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
I
talk
wanna-
at
it's
me.
like, I'm-
That
I don't
doesn't mean
have-
I talk to them.
I don't want to be the asshole, but I want to put in my bio. It's like, I will tip you more money if you don't.
All
talk to
they
me.
do is talk about being an Uber driver. I'm like, I get it. I'm not being
Actually,
I'm not like,
actually, it was Lyft because fuck Uber.
well, Lyft does the same
but
thing too.
I like Lyft.
They
Yeah.
always talk about Lyft
Fuck the
versus
Oscars.
Uber, and they always talk about this is
Fuck
why
Uber.
I'm a Lyft driver, not an Uber driver. This is why you should drive for Uber. And like all these things, I'm like, that's cool. When I sit in a taxi, all I get is an angry man yelling at traffic, speeding through the
Do
traffic.
you think that's
Do
because?
that for Lyft, please?
Do you think that's because of like the reviews, and if their score is too low, they can't work for Uber?
I mean,
So they
yeah,
try
but
and spark
why-
up a conversation to get
why
that
you gotta
like
talk
friendly.
about Lyft?
I get
or
it.
Uber. Why do you gotta talk about the service itself? Be like, how's the day going?
I mean, they don't know what to conversate about, talk about. So it's just kind of like something they can easily like grasp at.
I guess I get what you're saying with
know?
that, but like I've had a few times where it's like they have a conversation with me just about whatever they want to be talking about,
Yeah,
and then
they're
it's
venting
like,
to you.
Yeah, they're venting to me, and I'm like, that's great. You missed the turn, right there.
Oh,
I
that
don't-
sucks. That
Okay,
sucks.
and then
You
they're
just like verbally -1 star. That's all you said to him as he's
and they're
talking
like,
to you.
"Ugh."
Ever since
Did
I
you-
realized that
You have
can
5
that
strikes.
they rate you back and you
I
have
know.
a rating.
That's what I was about to
I'm
say.
like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll hop in my Uber. Then he starts talking. I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta talk. I gotta keep my
Yeah.
score up.
Yep.
It's
It's
so
a 4.91
it's
right now. I
so
can't let
pressure
that
on
drop.
you.
That's
It's
the
like
point where
Black
it's like,
Mirror for Uber.
you-
I don't want to have to deal with
It's
this.
a social
stress. I
media.
You can't check
Exactly.
your own star rating, can you?
You can.
You can?
You can.
Uber tells it. I don't know if Lyft
Yeah.
does.
I haven't been in.
I-
I haven't
That's
been in
fucking
Uber
stressful to me.
forever.
I'm to the point that if I need a ride, I almost would rather go out and buy a new car and just
And
be
I'm
like,
not
fuck
signed
it.
in.
No, I'll do
Matt,
that.
you do need a new car.
I do need a new car.
signed
I haven't used
But it's on
Uber.
top- it's
I
on
haven't
top
used
left.
Uber since before they left Austin.
got my new
phone, I'm
last
not
year.
signed
It's like
in.
now
Same.
I use Lyft
I swapped
exclusively.
to Lyft.
But
Was there a reason?
what I was saying is
I'm still
about
Uber.
eating in the showers. Like I got McDonald's and I was like really fucking drunk. So
We did change topics,
and
it's
I
okay.
felt it was off topic.
Yeah.
But I felt really like drunk and sick. So I literally just like stood in the shower for like an hour, and the McDonald's just got cold in the counter. I just threw it away and then went to bed. And I was just like,
See,
got
that's
cold
a
on the
that's a
counter.
eat in the shower situation.
yeah,
But
I should have eaten in the
that's a-
shower. I should
Alfredo,
have.
right
thrown
there,
it.
he could have had a vomit in the shower situation because he was like
True.
really drunk.
You can do both. You just eat it.
Yeah, you got.
It's a shower. It
That's,
all goes to the same place.
It's multitasking, Matt. It's doubling down on the dons, the voms, and the showers. I mean, you can get that.
That would
Doms
ruin,
and
that
bombs
would
go
ruin
hand in hand.
Triple
that would
every
X.
ruin
time, almost every
three
time.
things for
triple
me.
X.
It would ruin fucking showering. It would ruin McDonald's and vomiting. All
It's
three.
crazy how great it feels to eat McDonald's and how bad it feels 3 minutes after you eat
Yep.
McDonald's. It's like you go from like
it's almost like all
feeling
that
like
grease gets
90 to
absorbed into
100,
your
and then it's
blood.
like then you feel like a 30, and it's just like oh like 30%. Like why did I do that?
Taco Bell does the same thing. I think they all really do the same thing. It's just like all that grease just
Taco
goes
Bell's
straight in your
not
blood
Taco Bell's
system.
not instant. It's like when it
It'll
comes
hit you-
out.
it'll hit you
on the way out.
Like
Yeah.
Is when it.
the half day later with the mud butts. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I don't know.
Yeah, then you
about,
get- then you
you're
get,
all
like-
going, yep, mud butts.
it's just like that's a good point because I'm out of
All
wet
right,
what are you
wipes.
talking about?
Stop flaunting your
I'll
perfect
get a raw
digestion
asshole.
system in front of us.
I don't-
We don't need to hear about it.
Okay.
Look, we have our own problems. It's okay.
I don't think I've ever really had like digestive problems in that way unless I'm like fucking sick. In which case, like the body's like evacuate. Like I don't know. Everyone's always talking
Open the
about. I had
floodgates.
Taco Bell. I'm gonna go blow out my fire out my
It's
ass.
just like my like stomach is so fucked up. Like I haven't been to the
Yeah.
doctor, but I'm pretty sure I have like a mild case of IBS. It's like sometimes I'll eat McDonald's and I'll be fine, and sometimes I'll eat like a chicken breast and asparagus and I'll
Sure.
have diarrhea for 2 days. It's like what is happening? I'm just like I don't get it. Chicken. Why did I eat the chicken? Why did I eat so healthy? But it's just like I
gotta
also
go back to
don't.
McDonald's,
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
haven't been to like a doctor in a while, so probably I should go. But I don't want to get like institutionalized. if
You
I
and
go.
I have like the same
you go,
thing.
they go in. You're
They'll be like,
oh,
we
yeah,
have to
Yeah.
keep you.
Lock 'em up.
Yeah, I'll be in a
CDC
straitjacket.
comes in.
Yeah.
It's like you and I have that same fear where it's like I don't want to know. I really just don't want.
Yeah,
to
let me live in blissful ignorance. If I'm like,
No, that's not what
if
you're
I-
supposed to do.
shut up. If I like die tomorrow from something I didn't know, I'll die happy. because I won't have like the doom. Of
If I die
knowing I'm
tomorrow,
gonna die.
I just want to put. I won't die happy. I'll just
Matt's
die
laying
whatever.
more of those breadcrumbs
I'm
that I
not
like to
the
pick up.
Yeah.
It's like that's,
Trevor over here is like, tell me more.
Matt's like listing off more of these intrigues that I like Matt so much for.
People talk about like how they're scared to die. I don't really care. And like,
Yeah, I'm the same way.
That's the thing. It's
I'm like,
like,
it's gonna happen eventually. When it comes, it comes.
Whether there's like an afterlife or not, who's to fucking say? But either way, I'm gonna get there or
Here's
I'm
the thing.
not.
I used to not be afraid of death, but now they're making new Star Wars movies, and I was like, I want to watch them all now. now I'm afraid about dying because it's
when
like
you
now
die, you're not
Star
gonna
Wars is
get
gonna
It's like, I got something to live
Star Wars
for.
is gonna outlive me now.
I didn't have anything to live for until there was Star Wars.
let's
Yeah.
say-
It's older than you.
Let's say there's reincarnation.
Yeah.
If you die today, you'll wake up like 5 years later.
But what if I'm a Trekkie?
You won't be a Trekkie. You'll be
nothing wrong with
you.
Star
You'll still
Trek.
be in the shell.
He's gonna have bad karma, so he's reincarnated
can
as
do
a
that.
Trekkie.
Well, look at that.
Doing this
We can
now?
do it.
I don't know.
Interesting
Great. I'm glad we can do
piece of audio there.
Yeah, we
all
we
just
did
do
the
Star
live.
Trek side.
Yeah, we did the live long and prosper thing.
Why didn't the Force ever get
Is,
something
is,
like
the,
that?
is the hand is the thumb out or not?
I think
don't
it's
know.
like they have to do it like that because then he can be ready to do like the Vulcan nerve thing. You know, like ha.
And then
You scissoring?
And
Also great for the audio
for the
listeners.
audio, yeah.
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 Well, that was for the audio listeners.
That was
there.
finger banging.
That was two
Scissoring.
Trekkies
Scissoring.
just having at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their mind meld.
Scissoring their mind meld.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anybody excited for Lost Jedi? I don't know.
Yes.
I am. I'm
absolutely.
super.
I'm
I'm
excited
super
for it.
excited.
I see it. I've seen. I saw the
it.
first teaser one time. I've forgotten
I haven't even
most of
seen.
it,
I haven't nothing.
and now I'm ready to. Walk
I've only
into
seen
the
it
movie
once a
theater.
day as well.
Once a day with all the other trailers.
You know, I don't think that's that weird. If you really do watch it once a day, like
Well, I told you I put the ad block. Not the ad blocker.
Yeah, I know
I
you did.
installed a site blocker yesterday on my work computer. I did it last night on my home computer to block Star Wars, Star Wars Leaks, the Star Wars YouTube channel, and the comicbook.com YouTube channel because they always post all the trailers and shit. And because of just like me clicking away, it's like I've already tried to access it like 15 times without like
that
because
was
it
to
keeps
stop-
it keeps
that
it
was to stop
track.
you.
Also, Google's like, oh, it's this ISP again. Let's just dump it with all this Star Wars
Yeah.
stuff. And
Also,
all, like, the
it's weird.
leaks
I
and stuff.
didn't block r/Star Wars Battlefront, but it's considered a blocked because I blocked r/Star Wars and r/Star Wars.
You probably want
Leaks.
that blocked anyways.
Yeah,
just
that was-
because
Probably.
Of the,
that was ready
like,
to just
the-
go ahead and do it.
Well, we got the new Last Jedi DLC coming out on
Just all the
Tuesday.
furious comments
That's-
flying off there.
I'm excited to see that. Like you sent me the trailer for it earlier in
Yeah.
the week. It looks pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to it. Did you pick the Resistance or the First Order side? Have you played it since?
I have not played.
Because it's like you gotta like choose an
Yes.
allegiance, and they have like certain milestones, and if your side gets the more milestones before the DLC comes out, you get like a crate for that character or whatever.
I do like
More
Captain
crates.
Phasma. I might
Battle
just
of
do that,
and
yeah.
the DLC is about the Battle of Crate. Crait is the planet name.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yep.
Come on.
Man, that
That is too easy.
Super meta.
super
Yeah.
crate of them to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Battle of Crate.
I was so looking forward to this, like for that punch into the nostalgia juice, but like whatever that is.
Right into the nostalgia
But, like-
juice nutsack.
What? Yeah.
I don't know. Is that where the juice is?
But,
assuming it.
On
but
people,
then,
I guess.
But then, like, I don't know. I did hear about the campaign story, like what that, like the story is about, and I was like, oh, that sounds intriguing.
that
yeah,
like-
At the
it's
same
good
time,
for the
I'm like,
first 3 missions.
Is that like 3
Yeah.
hours long?
I beat it in a single sitting, so it's about. Well, here's
That
the
doesn't
thing.
mean that's bad,
It's
though.
like-
No, it's
Well,
not.
like
It's not.
6 or 7.
Okay, so
6 or 7 hours.
like the trial came out, and I didn't play the campaign because I knew I wanted to like beat it all when the game came out because the trial only had the first 3 missions. So what I did was. The game was releasing like 11 p.m. So basically around like 9, I started those first 3 missions, finished it around like 10:30, waited a half hour for the game to release, then I continued. From mission 4 to the end was maybe like 3.5, 4 hours.
Huh.
They were really short.
They had a huge opportunity with some of the stuff in that, but they kind of squandered a little bit of it.
Well, it's just like,
Like,
they're,
it was-
they're
it was a
probably
good
limited
story,
with what
but
they can
yeah.
do because they want to save like the big story stuff for obviously the films, which is why the TV shows and the video games are limited in scope of what the story can be. So they're never that epic. Same
Well,
thing
they,
with the
they
books.
always have to like fit in where the character can either potentially be in it in the future
Yeah.
or never again.
Right.
That's probably
Yeah.
a very like tight hole that they have to fit because, like you're saying, like they don't want to. Yeah, all right, tiny house. They don't want to like ruin something for the future, but they also don't want to like not kind of
I don't want to
follow through with their promise of giving a good piece of narrative.
It's definitely
spoil
a thing to
anything
do,
from
no matter what.
either of the game or the movie, but it's okay, Trevor. Luke Skywalker in the game, he discovered something in the game and he actually uses it in the Last Jedi movie.
I don't want to hear it.
really?
Yeah, he actually uses
I
it in
don't
the
know. I've
movie.
been doing a good job avoiding everything so far.
When his mouth stops.
I was being super vague, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
I won't
wow,
say
it
it
was-
again, but yeah.
It went from really loud because I was doing that thing.
So
where
when
you're
the
like,
Empire
dead
gets
quiet.
destroyed.
Well, that's not.
Yeah,
I mean, that
that's not
happened way before the Force
Well, the
Awakens.
new Empire, the
First Order?
First Order or whatever.
Yeah.
So when the Infinity War tickets eventually go on sale, are we just gonna buy out a whole row? Because we fucking should.
Yeah.
We should do a company screening for that.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Just all the premiere movies that come out, like we're just gonna do.
So I haven't seen Thor yet.
It's good.
Do I need to
awesome.
before Infinity War?
You probably should.
But that's
I
the
mean, it's good enough to watch
Can
it.
I? Is it still playing anywhere?
You can still find it.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Also, I saw this.
It'll probably be out on streaming and DVD before the movie comes out, anyways.
That process is like super sped up from what I remember.
it's-
Also,
it used to
when
be
I
like a
wanna-
year, and then you
I
get
guarantee
the
it'll
movie
be
out.
out like in
Yeah.
March.
Oh, it's all sped up. I remember when I used to see trailers for movies that are coming next December, and you're like, fuck me, I'm gonna forget about that by then. Don't tell me about Harry Potter. I'm 12. I want to see it now. Don't tell me about a year from now. Like now, it's like coming tomorrow. Get your ass ready. Like whoa, shit.
but
Okay,
also,
I'm gonna
what
see
the
it.
Well, what
And then
also
it's like,
is
it's already out of theaters and it's on DVD and
Yeah,
Blu-ray now. Get it. It's just like the
sequel releases tomorrow.
Thanks, internet.
Would you okay?
Realize if you get it out on DVD right away, people are more likely to buy it because they're still
Would-
kind of hyped for it. They're
Would-
like, oh yeah, I remember
if
seeing
movies
that. That was
started
great.
coming out, I mean, it would kill the theater business. If movies started coming out in theaters and like streaming at the exact same time, would you spend twice as much money to watch a movie at home than it would to go to the
Why
theater?
would I spend twice as much? Why wouldn't it just be the same because they're saving
Yeah.
money?
Well, to like enjoy,
okay,
I mean, to
well,
like
wait,
enjoy it
because,
from the
like-
comforts of home as opposed to having to go to
Well,
a
I would
theater.
not
The-
spend
the other
double.
thing-
That doesn't make any sense.
the other thing
I
is,
would
like,
definitely do it.
They would definitely charge you close to double though because you could have like a viewing party like where you
Right.
buy like
So
that's
if
another
one,
thing.
if one
Like
person
it'd be like a
buys-
pay-per-view type
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
When the Kinect 2 came out, or it's just the Kinect now, but like when the Xbox One came out and the Kinect was there, it had the ability that everyone was freaking out about, that it could read faces and it could count how many people were in there, and they were actually talking about, there was like patents, I guess, maybe in the play that were like, if they were to take theaters out of the equation and like push brand new movies through the Xbox or through just whatever medium they want to use,
Yeah.
they could count like, okay, how many passes for this film did you get? Did you spend $40 for 4 people or whatever? And then it could count, and then it just wouldn't play if it counted more than that or whatever, which is interesting.
It
I
is.
mean, people are like, I don't think that's something to be afraid. I mean, maybe it is something to be afraid of. It's like, like 1984 stuff. But like at the same time, people are putting cameras all up in their houses and everything. They
Yeah.
like everyone wants to be monitored anyway.
Yeah.
But like, I would definitely prefer.
Yeah, but not my Xbox.
it
You don't want
shouldn't
your
know
Xbox
anything.
No.
monitoring your video
No,
games.
everything else is fine, but not the Xbox.
I wouldn't play Battlefront 2 naked like I deserve to.
Yeah.
Don't watch me.
I want to feel the force.
I used to disconnect the Kinect when I wasn't using
Feel
it.
the
so,
force.
yeah.
He's just like, oh, force. But all right.
I'd rather go to the movie. I think half of the movies that I actually really want to watch, I'd rather go to the movie, just to have the experience of being there, like opening night with a crowd that's
Sure.
just as
Sure.
excited.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
I could already tell.
I
Watching
remember
Infinity
seeing-
War, everyone's gonna be there, super hyped, and every time something's. When you're like sitting there and it's a movie and like I don't know, say like the Marvel logo pops up and everyone's like, yeah, I'm like, yes, this is gonna be a good fucking crowd. It's
It's
gonna be awesome.
that is fun, but it's also double-edged sword when people scream for nothing and you can't hear the movie.
Man,
which
yeah.
happened to me for Deathly Hallows Part 2,
Oh, really?
where like
Definitely
McGonagall
can
came out and then like everyone's like, oh my god, I was like, she's been in the last 7 movies.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like she didn't really go anywhere, but she's fucking cool. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. And then like she said something and I was like, oh, I didn't hear what she said because everyone was fucking screaming.
I just, I mean, I really hate. I really like the Alamo experience, but I hate it when people are like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like, get it? You appreciate the film.
I gotta tell you,
no
like-
one, none of them are
I
hearing.
I
it.
love
definitely
like I
does
love the
bother me.
Alamo.
Don't
Like, yeah,
clap.
no
but,
one
like, come
fucking
on,
knew you
man.
The Alamo is probably the best movie experience,
Aquaman!
except for maybe like IMAX. Like going to the IMAX for like special movies is fucking
Yeah.
awesome. But the last few times I've been going to to Alamo, it's like the waiter always stops and says, "Oh, there's something wrong with this. There's something wrong with this," and she like takes up like 10 seconds to talk to me. I was like, "I'm watching a fucking movie here." That happens to me like during.
What's
Maybe-
messing up?
Maybe you
It's
should just
like
take
one
the
time,
hint.
like last time I went, like you know how you pre-swipe the cards,
Sure.
like that didn't go through. She was like, "Sorry, the machine doesn't work, so you have to do the card again. Just leave the card here." And I was like, "That's fine. I'm watching the movie."
You just like it just grabs her head.
And then
like,
last time,
moves her away.
when we all saw, you weren't there, but when we saw Rogue One, it was me, Michael Lindsay, and John. And I had like an extra like food voucher or whatever.
Yeah.
So I gave it to John because I was like, I don't need it, so here you can have it. So that kind of fucked everything up. So it was like on my ticket, but it was for him. So the woman at the end of the movie like didn't know. It was like during the fucking space battle, and she's like, so is this for you or for him? And I was like, it's for him. And she's like, okay, because I just want to make sure. I was like,
Anytime food comes to me,
you know what I missed? I missed when Red 5 got shot down. That's what I missed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's still alive in your
Luke's,
reality,
well,
though.
Luke's call sign, because that's
perfect.
that was like the Easter egg. It was like because Luke is
Yeah,
Red 5, so they had to kill off that Red 5, so Luke has a spot.
Yeah.
And I missed that whole Easter egg. Everyone was like, I was cool when I shot down Red 5. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I saw it again. I was like, that's where the bitch walked in front of me.
like whenever that happens, I just like I go, oh thanks, and I just either take it and then give it to the person, or I just
Yeah.
I just point. I haven't really had any issues with people like.
It's only happened a handful
I
of times.
have recently had issues though with people like just not picking up the card to the point where like it's been 30 minutes and I don't want this now because by the time it comes like the movie's almost over. Like
Right.
I had that.
I mean it's kind of like it's a first world problem kind of thing, but at the same time like I don't know. That's the only thing that I've got. Going
Well, that's
for
the thing. It's why I'm normally a little bit later, because I've planned out what I want before I get there, so I can immediately be like, yes, I do want this. So you can't wait for me.
And then he writes down a novel on the thing, and
That's why I like to show up early, because then I can just verbally tell them my order.
works, too.
I don't have to write anything down. And then they usually, but it sucks because then they usually bring it like during previews, and I was like, well,
I don't mind.
It's like a
that
double-edged- yeah, I know.
necessarily. I mean, like
because I
previews
usually
of the
just
movie.
I usually just do one order and then I'm done. I don't really write more because like I just
So
like
you're
write.
getting through that.
I'm down to here. I'm
Oh,
down to here.
halfway.
Hydrated
I'm
shit.
down to there now, and I tell you,
He's
I'm
essentially
feeling it.
Aquaman.
I'm essentially Aquaman.
Wait,
yeah.
what do you feel? You feel sloshy?
No, I just feel like I really have to pee.
Okay,
That's what
so
I feel.
Feel sloshy?
Ooh, it's so light now. I can like cheers somebody.
ooh, it's splashed out.
Cheers.
Oh,
No, it's waterproof.
Move my.
oh, it is waterproof.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
no.
worries.
Well, it's water resistant.
His isn't.
Here, put it right there. Just,
Oh.
You could take underwater.
just sop it
pictures
up.
now.
Just sop it up.
Too new for that.
If I gave you $50, would you just plop it in Trevor's drink and then take it back out?
50 bucks.
bucks
That's
for
enough
the-
for a new iPhone.
For
X or whatever,
$1,000
10.
phone that I
But it's not gonna break. It's water resistant. I don't have $50, so don't do it. But
That's a lot of.
I don't have it on me.
I spent it on my loot crate.
Yeah, in my loot crate. I haven't spent any real money on Star Wars Battlefront
you
except for
gonna treat
buying it.
yourself?
I bought it twice.
Are you gonna
but-
treat yourself for Christmas? A little bit of loot crates, a little bit like I know Larry does that. I know Matt does
Yeah.
that.
Here's the thing: if they
I might
fix
not this year.
the loot boxes and they make it only cosmetic items, I would spend a lot more money
Yeah, that's
on that
true.
game than I
that-
ever would right
that
now
is a
because I
bit of a
still
loaded
haven't spent
question.
any money on loot boxes. I
I-
bought the deluxe edition.
Yeah, it's
But-
worth sticking to your guns because like it's you got to vote with your wallet.
Because it's like
Yeah.
underneath
Like-
all the muddled and all like the bullshit, it's just, there's a good game in there. Like there's so much. I have so much
It's
fun
true.
playing
There's
the game.
definitely a good game in it.
But it's just
Yeah,
like,
you
but
just
it's just
have to
like, but
find
when
it.
it's like, but
It's
a couple
very
nights ago,
underwears and blankets and
like last week, they had like the patch that increased the credit payout at the end of a match.
Mm-hmm.
I played Starfighter Assault, and our team won. I played a full game because it was like the third game I played in the same like loading it
Yeah.
with the same group of people. Like we won the first phase, like we decimated them. I got like I didn't do the best, but I was like in the top half of the team of like,
That's what
points.
I shoot for. Is just
Yeah,
top half.
yeah. And I got
shoot
one.
for
I got
a half.
one credit. One credit, not 100. One credit.
I saw that. It was an upside down 4 with a 1 next to it.
That,
Is that
that's,
their
that's,
currency?
That's the currency
Shit.
number. That's
You know it's currency because there's 2 slashes going through.
Yeah, that's credits. So yeah, and
Well,
I was
you know.
like,
The union cutbacks.
that's
you
fucking
gotta pay
bullshit.
them a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
less.
we fucking slaughtered them, and the round was over in like 6 minutes. But I got one fucking credit.
What did you like? Can you betray people in the game?
No,
Okay.
no, there's
'Cause
no
I was
friendly
gonna say,
fire. There's no
Maybe
friendly
you
fire.
potentially
took
could
away
have
from
just
somebody
like
and it,
spent
like-
so much time ramming into your.
But also,
teammates with
it sucks
ships.
because Starfighter Assault is the only game mode I really play because I'm still not great with mouse and keyboard, and I use controller for that anyways because I just like the way the controller is better for Starfighter Assault, for me at least. So whenever I play like ground assault, whatever, I always do mouse and keyboard. And I don't do as well. I'm always like, I don't know, 5th to last on my team consistently, which sucks. But I want to get better at it. I'll get like 600, 800 credits. I'm just like, why? Just give me more credits for Starfighter Assault because I'm actually good at that.
Well, speaking of holiday gifts, we actually did a thing with the Let's Play family coming up. I'm not going to get too into it because I want you guys to kind of see the results. But like, we had a Let's Play Secret Santa, and we're going to have most of those come out here on Monday for all the teams. But like, each team got a different team, and we all sent each other something. We had a budget. We had a pretty decent budget to send things, and
Our gift is pretty good.
Yeah,
It's,
I'm a fan.
it's interesting.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
But so like.
May not be the best.
So that's something to look forward to. But speaking of holiday gifts that you can get for you and your loved ones, we get it. Holiday shopping can be tough, but thanks to Movement, all the gift-giving anxiety can disappear with the press of a button. These watches make it the perfect purchase just for about anyone in your life. Guy or girl, remember, they start at only $95. I recently got I forgot it because I'm a loon, but I recently got a Movement watch, and I actually wear it when I'm trying to look a little fancier because I haven't really had a watch in my life, but they look really good, and I actually started wearing it for a time because it's just nice to, like, I have my phone, but I like to check the time on my watch. Movement watches start at just $95, and at the department store, you're looking for like a watch at like $400 to $500, which is ridiculous. They figured out that selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and the retail markup, providing the best possible price. Movement watches offer a classic design with quality construction and stylized minimalism. At such great prices, Movement watches make wonderful holiday gifts too. Classic design, quality construction, and style that sends in there twice. Over 1 million watches sold in over 160 countries. You've heard me talk about Movement, and you've heard Michael talk about Movement. I'm sure you've got yourself a watch. Now finish your holiday shopping, get a Movement watch for someone else in your life. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movement.com/offtopic. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Go to movement.com/offtopic. Join the movement.
They have some good watches.
They really do. I mean, they have like leather straps. They've got those metal straps. So they have like a watch for almost every occasion.
Yeah.
So like if you want to have a casual look, you want to have a fancy look, they're all in there.
I wore mine pretty much daily until it started getting cold, and I had to start wearing hoodies and running out of the house because I leave late.
It's gonna be in the 70s again by like Monday, so it
Is it
should be
really?
fine. Yeah.
The weather's so
It was like a
weird.
storm that came through, right? Or like at least
It was just
a
a
storm
cold
front.
front. Yeah, it was a cold
Gotcha.
front.
Which is
It
why
was
we
like
get
it was
tornadoes.
warmer. I was like calling like my family last night. It was like warmer in Massachusetts the last 4 days than it has been here.
Yeah.
It's been like in the 50s and 60s there. And it's been in like the 40s here, 30s and 40s here.
Pretty much all the responses I got when like tweeting out about the snow, like everyone was doing, was
Right.
like, I'm in Canada and we don't have snow, but Texas has snow. This is ridiculous. Or like Maine, or I think.
Yeah, it's like my
Wisconsin was
my
another
father
one,
lives
like-
in Maine, and they get like feet upon feet upon feet of snow every year, and they usually get snow. They usually have
fetus.
They have feet of snow every year, and
nice.
it's like they usually get. They start like first snowfall is usually like at like November,
do with fetuses.
and then because you're the new baby, and then it goes all the way to like April. There's always snow on the ground. Come on now.
What? Trying to hide from. It's following me everywhere.
Wait, don't just get behind me and hide, and then.
Put the big gulp in the way.
Almost perfect.
It's like you're skydiving.
That's the backpack.
If you were the backpack, would you go skydiving? My face will be in the way, so you won't see the ground or anything.
I mean,
then you'd have
there's
to, like,
no way I'm not gonna be like.
Well, he'd be the one in control of the shoot, though.
How about
Oh
this?
shit, we're done.
Oh, well, no, you don't want
He
that.
passes out. He's just like on the back. Like,
You're just like.
How about this? You're in a sandwich of people. You're the middle part. There's a
That
person in
just
front
sounds
of you, so you
uncomfortable.
can't see. There's a person behind you. He's the chute. Would you do it then?
That sounds comforting.
Or just put this over your head. The big gulp thing.
just stick your head in it.
Here's the thing, though.
at
There's
that
a
point,
high
you're not
chance
doing
that
it
I'm
for
going to
anything.
throw up while falling through the air.
No, no, you won't. You'll throw up and it'll go right back in you. That's how.
But when I
velocity
jump out,
works.
it's gonna be that initial like, boom, and I'm gonna go.
No, yeah, and it
Is that your
goes.
soul or your body leaving?
All of it's gone.
I wonder the statistic of people who've passed out in that kind of like papoose.
Hopefully none of the
situation.
instructors.
Papoose.
Well, like not the instructor, but like the person who's just like doing it for
Sure it's happening.
whatever.
I'm
yeah.
getting Nancy on
It's
this.
just about like
Drink,
it's
gulp.
about like the G-force
more
that's hitting
big
your body,
gulp.
right?
Yeah, and I mean, also like the fear, like Alfredo said. I'm sure a lot of people do it to be like, I'm conquering my fear of heights by jumping out of a plane because I'm an idiot, and they jump out of the plane and they're
Yeah.
like, I'm scared to do this. I knew I was scared to do this. Then they, what the?
Trevor's
fuck?
getting so jittery on the water.
Oh I spilled a little bit.
You dribbled. You
dribbled out of your mouth.
Just a tad.
A little dribble.
Oh no! All right.
Drink more.
So close.
Oh, okay. That's the slogan.
Your kidneys are gonna be fucking healthy.
That's true.
You're flushing
No
your system out.
stones in this house.
I wouldn't know anything.
You're gonna
about
pee
that,
clear for a week.
Yeah, this is a weeks of hydration for some of us.
It's probably like 2 or 3 days worth of hydration.
Have you guys
I've
started your
only-
Christmas shopping yet?
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of.
Thanks to Amazon, yeah.
Thanks to Amazon, actually, I
that's-
haven't. Because I
It's true.
usually just wait and prime it.
That's why I wish
fucking-
everyone that I knew just like please just
usually just-
have an Amazon wish list so I can go there, look at it, and be
Yeah.
like, all right, cool, I can afford that. Let's
Yeah.
get that for you.
That's
Makes-
why I
makes
was
it
like,
so
I
much
always like look
easier.
at my family. Where I was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I was like, "I'm fucking Andy. What do you think I want for Christmas? Get me something Star Wars. I'm happy. I'm the easiest person to buy gifts for. There's
That's
fucking
true.
Star Wars.
That's true.
There's
Yeah,
fucking
same
Star
stuff.
Wars lettuce now. There's fucking lettuce.
What?
There's like dull lettuce with fucking Rey holding a lightsaber on it. I was like, enough is enough.
Grown in
I just want to get my produce. I don't need Star Wars on my produce.
Let us the force be.
They had like last year, or like when the Force Awakens came out, it was like it kind of went viral. It was like BB-8 on a thing of oranges. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense, I guess. But I was like, all right.
Do you get your parents Christmas gifts?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No, I don't really get my dad anything because we just have like a mutual thing where we
What?
really don't.
Do you get your parents Christmas gifts?
Yes.
Okay.
I buy my mom stuff. I don't
I'm
really
not
buy
in
my
touch
dad's.
with them, so
Okay. I don't like my parents. I don't really get them.
Are you going to pee?
I think he's going to pee.
He looked like a deer in the headlights. He was like,
You really did.
He was like, oh my god, they caught me.
Are you guys getting yourself something for Christmas?
There it is.
I normally
there it
do.
is.
Oh
Ray
my
Blake.
God.
Ray on
Look at
some
that power
lettuce.
stance.
Yeah, she's gonna eat that. She was like, you will eat this lettuce.
That was
Be
her
healthy,
trick.
feel the
It
force.
should have had her doing the mind trick,
Yeah.
like eat healthy food.
You will be healthy.
Are you getting for yourself something, Andy, for Christmas? A little something?
I may, but I always wait until after I get everybody else something, and then
Yeah,
I was like,
no,
if there's
for
something,
sure.
something I want, I was like, yeah, because I'm like a kid inside. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, whenever I go to the store and I get something for somebody, I was like, well, I gotta get something for me too. I can never just go shopping and be like, oh, that'll be good for somebody, but I want
No,
it too.
I get it. I do that too. But
Yeah.
I absolutely get myself.
Probably not,
Probably more
because
than-
the money the spare money I've been having, I've just like putting into Steam now, just building my game library.
That's
the,
like your
the
gift
fucking plethora
throughout
of
the
games that you'll never touch or
Yup.
play.
I just want a big list of like opaque game lists
Yeah,
and just like
yeah.
have like 3 white
You're
games.
true
installed.
gaming now,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yup. Just I only buy games if they're on sale.
Damn. They I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna snag myself something this year.
I might. I want to get a new TV, but it's like Trevor was talking about earlier. They're like so difficult to really decide on what you want and kind of all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
and like a good price.
when
Take
I
it
bought
back.
my TV,
I wanna
I
get
did
myself a
years
new
of
phone.
research.
Dude, I did
Dude,
that. I forgot
What
I
is
did
that? Which one?
It's
is
an
that?
iPhone 6, but more importantly, it's an iPhone 6 where the antenna doesn't work and the antenna works, the GPS antenna doesn't work.
It's like the
So-
fucking PC RAM thing all over again. God damn it, Andy.
Well, it's also this costs $300 to fix, so
It's
I'm just
true.
saving up for a new phone. That's the difference.
At that point, he's right.
my
He
car
absolutely
has
should just
my,
get
my
a phone.
car
Wait,
has GPS.
What
so-
provider do you have?
Verizon.
Oh. I went to AT&T and they were just like, all right, cool. Like, just pay for the sales tax and then you
Because
just put it on your monthly.
I called Apple and they're like, yeah, it's like a $300 fix.
Does Verizon not do the whole, like, instead of just putting down for a phone, like, you just pretty much pay the sales tax and they split the payments up on month to month?
Yeah, that's what I did with this thing, but it's like it's paid off.
Why don't you do that with that?
Yeah,
You'd
I know. It's like because I just want like a 7
be
or
like
something. There it
$80
is.
sales tax or something.
I feel like a new man.
You drained out like a child.
It's like a
Yeah,
A
well,
child
that's
amount,
that's a
yeah.
weird way to put it. I didn't
Well, I
drain any
didn't. I
children.
just-
drained
You
out
Just
like
ringed
a
yourself
child.
out.
I come marching in and the monitors like went out and I was like, what happened? What did I miss?
We finally tore it all down. Fucked it all up.
You missed the
feel-
Star Wars.
You feel
lettuce.
lighter?
I feel like your shoes, your new are you wearing them?
Yeah.
I feel like your new kicks, they're like weightless. And you're so agile.
Comfy ass.
Fredo and I are like,
Dude, they're like a second skin.
they're like a second
nice-
skin.
it's
Fredo,
a nice
you and I are
fabric,
like,
yeah.
you were
It's a nice material.
It's nice.
Pop your shoes off, Fredo, if you can do.
Dude,
Can you pop them off easy?
Yeah.
You got some nice poppers.
I gotta say, Trevor, I like your new shoes. I
up?
like those shoes.
Thanks,
they look
Matt.
nice.
Yeah, the boots.
That's not
they're
that's
nice.
that's my shoe.
I have no idea what I'm doing with my shoes.
Oh, also, America.
America.
What are we doing?
America.
Give me those. Let me just show you. Now with Fredo's shoes, which fit perfectly actually, because we
Of course,
live-
Are they the same
of
person?
course they do.
Seriously. There's no way we could like
Now-
we couldn't switch shoes.
now that
That's
I-
not a thing we could do.
empty
I'm good.
about 1,000
All right.
years of bladder, and I've got his weightless shoes. Look how weightless.
Boot it up.
I'm so agile. Oh, now. Oh, killing it. Oh, you're killing it.
What the fuck is?
I will say
Got
though,
this
there is
new shoe group over here.
I just wanted to. Oh yeah, I got all my energy back.
there is this sort
so
of
thirsty.
Drink more water. There you go.
there is this sort of like
Oh my
convenience where like Trevor will wear something and I'll be like, huh, so that's what it will look like on me.
It's true.
And the other day he was just like, I think we were doing D&D or whatever.
What's up?
And Trevor was just like, oh man, I need to get
nerd
some
shit.
like, I need to get some
splashing
like
me with
workout
water.
shoes. I'm like, I just got these new shoes. They're probably the same size. Tried out. He's like, oh, these could work for me.
That's.
Fucking of course they fit.
I would love to have someone like that, but I'd hate that because I'd feel bad for them because they have to look somewhat like me to match everything.
You know, it's we all.
These shoes were made for walking.
I don't know what the fuck was in this water.
I know,
But
he-
Trevor's.
I gotta
feeling
tell
it.
you, man.
You do that every
Get
once
the,
in a
get
while.
the
where you just go,
melatonin.
like,
we gotta break them down a bit.
That's what it's
I
for.
I know, yeah. It's
I
just
only
like
did step 1. I need step 2 to really
yeah,
knock
we
me
need to
up.
we need to bring it down
We
a bit.
forgot we were
Melatonin?
gonna do the melatonin challenge where we all just.
That's what I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast.
He
We were
did
gonna
bring it
all
up.
Down a bunch of melatonin, and whoever passed out last would be the. I don't know. They'd be there.
The cameras would still be rolling.
No one there to call it off.
just like groggily be like, yeah. this
Would
is-
that even be a first
hello.
for broadcast? Would have to move a body?
Probably not.
Is that a first for you guys? Broadcast? You have to move a body?
We're not supposed to talk about the bodies.
Yeah. There's a bunch
That's
of
a
like
thumbs up I saw.
maybe.
There's a lot of awkward smiles. There's definitely some bodies.
There's
not
definitely
there.
been some
Somebody
body
moving,
moving
yeah.
going on
Remember
at
the
some
caves we
point
were
in
talking
time.
about? That's where all the bodies are.
Oh,
Yeah, right down there, underneath.
Oh, these are boots.
I've watched enough forensic files. I think I could probably get away with murder. Just
Oh
saying.
man, you guys gotta try
Wanna
this.
say it.
You'll never know.
Funny
until you
enough, that's
try.
probably what half the people that watch that show are thinking. Oh, I watch CSI Miami. I can get away with it.
No, but forensic files is real.
Oh, I've been to Miami. I could get away with it.
No, I mean,
I watched Dexter.
yeah. Miami's
Dexter's
super-
Lab?
Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, what are you doing?
I was thinking of Dexter Jetster from Star Wars, but that's fine.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
It's the fucking four-armed fuck with the.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
General Grievous.
yeah.
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 It's a
I
skeleton.
Give him
know
like
you-
fucking
I
four.
really
yeah,
You
did.
go to diner.
Yeah.
I studied the ways of the lightsaber, and then he has no form. He just goes.
Yeah, because he's a robot.
What percentage of this podcast has been forcibly Star Wars?
Well, because I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, well, it's definitely been more than your 25%, you son of a.
It's true.
I'm just kidding.
I thought you said it was 80 Star
I'll take up
Wars.
some percentage. For
Well,
Star
yeah,
Wars
well, my
for you.
percentage of
We
Star Wars is
are
always 80,
being
so I brought it back a bit.
On
I can
topic
move so
because Star
fast.
Wars is next week.
Star Wars is next week.
Look at me go.
I'll have seen us. Yeah, a week from
cut to Reggie
a week from yesterday.
How many times are you going to see Star Wars opening weekend, do you think?
Well, I know I'm seeing it Thursday night. I'm seeing it Friday with the company screening, and that's the only times I have planned. But probably see it once that weekend.
With
and
Movie Pass, man,
then when I go home, I'm seeing it in IMAX with a group of friends, and then my old boss wants to see it, so I'll watch it with her. So I'll see it at least twice more when
I
I
feel
go
like
home.
he's just putting out feelers on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah. You
Hey,
wanna see
no
Star
one trying to
Wars?
see
He's got a
Star
Craigslist.
Wars?
You need a body? I'll fill a seat.
anybody trying to go see Star Wars?
I'll fill a
Jobs.craigslist.com.
I'll be your
You
friend.
wanna
I'll
sit
pay
next to
for
somebody
your
that's gonna go
tickets
like this
to
every
see
5
Star
minutes?
Wars.
Like, what is that grunting happen?
Probably gonna go see Dunkirk again this weekend.
I still have yet to see
really
Dunkirk.
way.
Dunkirk's
like
in
it
Mueller.
that much?
I love Dunkirk.
It's in Mueller again?
It's in Mueller. It's
Is
in
it
Mueller
like-
this weekend.
Is it one of their millimeter films?
Oh,
They're bringing back what? Die Hard and then Gremlins over
Christmas,
there.
yep.
I want to. Yeah.
Fucking Gremlins is a great movie.
Fucking awesome.
it's on. I watched it like 2 weeks ago, so I'm probably good for the year. But I fucking love Gremlins.
Yeah. It's awesome. You know what movie I always watch every now and then too? There's two movies that I was like, I always watch like every couple months. One, Predator, because it's fucking
I've still
awesome.
never seen a Predator movie.
And then two, Starship Troopers.
yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Haven't seen the movie either.
What?
Predator-
It's a terrible, amazing movie.
Oh, I
and
know
it's
about
fucking
it. I
awesome.
just
I haven't seen
like
it
I said,
all the way
I'm
through.
not.
They're remaking that one too.
It's like I've said this before. I'm not a big sci-fi person. Besides
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Wars,
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm not really big into it.
I love
That was
sci-fi
like,
movies.
it started as like
And
a,
Mass
a,
Effect.
what is it, a space opera? What is it called? Like
Star Wars?
Yeah.
It's a space. That's
that what it's- is that what
that's the pretentious term. Yes, it's a space opera.
I don't know what the opera part of it means. I just know opera is like more of a,
like it's an epic. I don't know.
gotcha.
It's an experience.
Predator is one of those movies that when it comes on TV, I'm like, I accidentally watch the whole thing on purpose because like it's just
When
one of
it's
those
on
movies that you
Spike.
can just keep
Yeah.
watching.
It's
Like,
totally an 80s movie, but it's fucking awesome.
and I remember, I don't think the second one like,
Is Arnold in all
like-
of them or just the first?
No, the first one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think like critically speaking, that the second one is like accepted as a very good one, or at least not nearly as good.
Nope.
I just remember though, like it was
No
it was
aliens.
I liked it as a kid. Like, yeah, the Predator should have definitely been in the city, like fucking people.
I hated it. I was like, why is he in the city? It's like he's just causing
Well,
too
it's
much
also,
havoc.
that's true.
Hold on, it's in the city?
The second one's set
The
in the
second
city.
one is.
Oh, that's like
then
when
they
they
did
bring the
Predators.
Tyrannosaurus Rex in the city in the second Jurassic Park movie. That was the best part of the
That
movie.
trailer came out the other day.
At least,
Oh, the Jurassic
at least
World
was as
too?
crazy as
Did nothing for me.
the hit movie We're Back,
weirdly
the
paced
animated
trailer.
one where they had all the dinosaurs. You guys don't remember that?
No.
You guys have a
Turok?
childhood- No, not. We're Back. No,
Turok.
it's like an animated
Turok.
movie where they bring the dinosaurs into modern day.
I've seen the movie Dinosaur,
No.
the Disney animated movie.
Lost
That movie's
World,
fucking
where
great.
the T-Rex is running around the
Damn.
streets of Chicago.
Eat some poor fucker's
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't
dog.
Chicago. It was what city was it?
Fucking drag races a bus. That was cool. He just slams his head into
Speed?
it. Yes.
Keanu Reeves
Uh-huh.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
and
Love
Sandra
it.
Bullock.
Yeah, that was a deleted scene. They just put it in Jurassic World. Or no, the Lost World.
That's how the
Crazy.
bus got up to speed. They were drag racing it.
A
and then
T-Rex.
They said, "Now don't slow down." What?
What? Oh, and there you go.
Movie.
There's your
That was
movie.
the trailer.
Yep.
It's cold open.
Don't slow down. Don't stop. Keep moving.
I touched on it at the beginning of the hour, the 2 hour here so far, Fredo. But we went to an improv class yesterday. Not a class, a show.
A show.
Yeah.
A show with our instructor, because Fredo and I and a couple other people here at Rooster Teeth, like Marielle and Barbara, and Issa, and just a bunch
Maggie,
of
whole bunch of
people,
Cole.
Cole, a bunch of people. Max.
Do you have the class roster you want to read off, or?
I mean, it was basically
You gotta
that.
give credit where credit's due.
I guess technically Tyler was in it the time I saw him.
You was?
But anyways, that all being said, improv
did
was
like
very
a-
interesting because I know Matt, you've taken some improv
Yeah.
when you were
Back before I even moved here.
yeah, and it was very interesting. It's a lot of fun.
That was
for
a
sure.
raunchy
Hold on, so did you
improv
just
class.
watch it?
Yeah.
Hold on, did you
It
watch it or
was
did you
raunchy.
participate
We
in it?
participated. So like Dave is our instructor.
Yep.
And that's who we went and saw yesterday. He has a troupe that he's been with like 11 years.
Wow.
Jeez.
But he was instructing a class like for about, what was it, 8 weeks? 10 weeks?
Yeah. It was 9 weeks with a 1 week break.
Gotcha.
And
But
then,
man, that was a
yeah.
lot of fun.
It was learned a lot.
Definitely learned a lot.
I think for me there was 2 moments that really kind of broke me out of my shell in terms of like being more open and just out of my shell. One was where I just signed up for a random like hula group, and so started. Nothing gets you out of your shell like dancing like half naked on a stage.
Hula?
Hula. I did hula
Like
for
hula hoops.
like hula like dancing for two whole
You
years.
get the
Nice.
lays.
Oh,
And
wow.
then improv, because improv is just like you being put in situations where they're not prepared. Because I've done so many things before. All the on camera stuff that I did was like off of scripts and like all that kind of like pre-prepared, pre-taped
Sure.
content. So it was just like you going in with like nothing in your mind, just fresh start. Whatever you throw at me, I have to react to it.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. But then we actually watched real people improv yesterday.
That was
And
good
they
stuff.
took one suggestion from the chat and made this whole story arc and
It's called
ran
an
with
audience
it.
when it's in person.
Yeah. And ran with it for 30 minutes.
Yeah. What was it?
fucking
like
nuts.
it was the song "Tiny Dancer"
Yeah.
by Elton John
And the Clock Tower.
Clock Tower.
Oh.
And Jesus Christ, it was
And they just kept going.
amazing to watch.
It was so cool.
yeah, learned a lot.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a fun process.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like go with it and,
Yeah.
expand however you see fit.
100%. Like normally this show doesn't promote on the spot necessarily, but the 4 people, Alfredo and I, we were on opposite teams. They split up the boyhood.
It did.
The loose boys, but we actually like kind of used some of our improv in that, and it actually felt like a totally different episode. I feel like it was very interesting. I actually like really enjoyed
Nice.
like bouncing off everybody. But it also became very chaotic because like somebody would throw something out there and then everyone else would pick up on it and throw it around. But
It was like just
a lot of
everyone
fun.
was super supportive of each other. So even like if you said something that didn't necessarily land, someone else would pick it up and be like, yeah, and just try to run with it.
Yeah.
Which was like, it was a very interesting, different feeling. But I felt like we kept a certain energy. Whether it was a good energy or bad energy, it was a chaotic energy. We kept it up though.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was, you could tell that we were really enjoying
we had
ourselves.
fun. We had fun.
We did.
We had fun.
Good time.
We had fun.
So.
But yeah. All right. Well, I think that about does it for this episode of Off Topic 106.
We were all sober.
We're all sober.
Dude, I kept
don't know.
Trevor might not be, but
I don't know. He's the
I
I don't know what the fuck's in that
Water
water.
than something, but yeah, if you want to check out Last Call, see us. Is that what it's called for us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
well, it's
for
off
first
Red Bar.
members, like the post show. If you want to check that out, we'll see you over there for the first members. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Thank you for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.